All right, and we are live. All right, let's get this set up. There we go. All right, so yes, this has been a wild uh 3:25, 4:25 clock window. Dobie, I can't believe I correctly picked every 1 and 4 o'clock game right up until 1 o'clock when I changed my pick from Cleveland to Miami. Oh man, see, I picked Cleveland. I felt pretty confident that one. Baconator will at least be happy. At least, yes, Baconator will be happy. You know who else is gonna be happy? Zoe. Dobie. I want to hear from Zoe because I don't know how the Broncos end up winning that game. I don't. I like. Well, I know how they won it, but like I don't know how they won it. You scored 33 points in 1 quarter in the fourth quarter alone, and you almost got screwed over. That's the thing. The Broncos almost got screwed over by that game. So I don't. Like I said, I want to hear from Zoe and like how she feels about that game because I thought the Broncos were going to do really well against the Giants. I felt like they were going to handle them, and then they just were getting absolute stomped in the beginning. I was like, well, okay, well, I guess it's just one of those games. And then they start coming back. I'm like, all right. They come back, score a touchdown, score another touchdown, get a pick, score another touchdown. I'm like, all right. We get close here, and then like they just kept on moving. Parker, is USF football going to beat Memphis football or not? Parker, that right there is the biggest question because whoever wins off potential. If you win, you're more than likely going to be the guy because, like I said, you got USF still has to play. I think they still have to play Army, not for sure. But if USF wins, then they'll hand Memphis his second loss. USF only's loss is going to be to Miami at this point. So they have a better, they have a better resume right now. So there's potential. There's potential. So up there, Daniel, how you doing? How you doing, Daniel? Everybody's happy. Well, not everybody's happy. Most people are happy. Emmanuel's going to be happy tonight because, like I said, we're rooting for the Falcons. I'm also rooting for the Falcons to limit Christian McCaffrey if you can. That would be much appreciated. Because right now, I am down 4 fantasy points, and I've got Nico Collins, so I got that on Monday, and my opponent has Christian McCaffrey. I'm probably gonna lose, but if there's a chance that I could win, then I'll be happy. I'll be very happy. But Bijan versus CMC is gonna be an interesting matchup. I think it's gonna be a fun game. I think it's gonna be a high scoring game potentially. But I'm hoping that the Falcons defense can somewhat limit CMC. Just don't get him a lot of touchdowns. That's all I care about. Because right now he's projected to get 19 points. So hopefully it doesn't happen. But I'm very excited. Like I said, it was a crazy, like I said, the fact the Chargers were down by so much, almost came back and won it. I had Justin Herbert, had the Broncos come back and win. Yeah, the Chargers, like I said, they were getting whooped by the Colts, the Commanders, and all that kind of thing with the Cowboys. And then you had Jaden Daniels get hurt, and that's going to be a huge deal. Like, what's going to happen there? Like, I don't know. There was some wild things that happened that the Packers and the Packers and the Cardinals. I mean, that was crazy too. Just the fact that the Packers had a comeback. It's always a weird game with them and the Cardinals. I mean, I don't know what the problem is, but it's always a weird game. Cardinals are now like 2-5 in one-score games this season, which is crazy. Crazy. It's all of their games have been one-score games, and they are 2-5. They were 2-0 start season, lost 5 straight. Can't explain it. Parker, will Virginia football beat UNC or not? I'll be very surprised if Virginia does not blow them out. UNC is not good. It is pretty abysmal. And UVA is a pretty good team. I'll give UVA a pretty good team. So I'm going to say UVA wins by 10 plus points. I'll say by 10 plus points. Because Virginia is one of those teams, now the fact that Miami lost, if if Georgia Tech continues on its path, then I think Miami still technically is above them. I think technically they'll still be above them, but it'll make it interesting. It'll make it interesting for who makes it in. What's up there, Emmanuel? How you doing? How you doing? Everybody looking good. Very nice. Very nice. Parker, is UCLA football going to beat Indiana or not? No. I think that they'll make it an interesting game. I think I think it'll be a fun game. But I would probably take Indiana because I feel like Indiana's gonna be able to run the ball on them. That's what I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with Indiana, being able to control the line of scrimmage and be able to beat in UCLA. But it should be a fun game. So return from the 1 yard up to the 15 to the 20, up to the 20. Oh, cut back inside. Down at the 22-yard line. So that's where the Falcons are going to start off with the ball. Let's see here. Dobie, the Packers were not able to leave for Arizona until 11 p.m. Eastern time last night. Maybe jet lag, but unfortunately not enough jet lag. I know, Dobie, unfortunately, the Packers still have one up on you. What's up, y'all? Rise up. I mean, I'm hoping the Falcons win, which is a weird sentence to say, but I do. Emmanuel, Ryan, can I get a time sync? Stream me, it be beeswax. So right now it's 14:52 left to go in the first quarter. Like I said, we just started. First down 10. That should be offsides. Well, he got back on sides. Going to be handed to Bijan Robinson off to the right side and up to about the 25-yard line. 14:48. Clock continues to run down. 14:45, 44, 43. Yeah, game just started. Michael Penix Jr. Touchdown interception ratio not very good, but the fact he only threw 3 interceptions and 2 of them were in the Panthers game is very funny to me. Anyways, so 14-22, 21, 20, second down and 5, shotgun formation with tight end to his left. Got Bijan in the slot. Penix drops back to pass and is going to get bull rush. Rolls up to his left and is going to throw on the run deep. And it's going to be incomplete. Trying to get a Kyle Pitts. I think that was Malik Collins who was getting the pressure. Number 9. Was he number 92 or is he number 95? I can't remember. No, it was Elliott. Oh, Deshaun Elliott out of Missouri. He absolutely just bull rushed the mess out of Matthew Bergeron. Emmanuel, didn't you say that Matthew Bergeron, former Pro Bowl Matthew Bergeron? I'm sorry. All right, so 14:05 would go the first quarter, third down and 5. Going to be, let's see here. Shotgun formation, tight end to his left. Going to send Bijan Robinson in motion him back to the backfield. Drops back to pass, and a great blitz pickup when we throw to Bijan, who's going to, I think he's just short of the first down. Yes, he is. It'll be 4th down and 1, 14 left to go in the first quarter. Let's see here. Will Ole Miss football beat Oklahoma? Ooh. I don't know. It depends on what Oklahoma offense shows up. I think Oklahoma's defense, especially that defensive line, can be able to kind of control the line of scrimmage and make it a lower scoring game than the Georgia game. But I would go. I want Oklahoma to be good, so I'm going to say Oklahoma. I don't feel confident in it, so definitely don't try to make a pick 'em off of that. But I think it's going to be a really close game. Amazing punt. Return to the 9 to the 10 to the 15, and down about the 15-yard line is, oh my gosh, so many Falcons defenders. That's like 8 of them all over there. Great punt, but also great kick, a great punt return coverage. So it's going to be first down and 10 from the 15-yard line. Let's see here. Matthews keeps his stress alive. Yes. Oh, his streak alive. Yes, my bad. I don't know why I said stress. Not what I meant to say. So, from the 16-yard line, Matt Jones under center. 13:08 left to go in the first quarter. Going to send Juszczyk in motion over to the left. Christian McCaffrey in the backfield. Drops back to pass and gets the pressure, and he's going to get sacked back at the 13-yard line. And I believe that was Zach Harrison with the sack. So, second down about 13 for the 49ers. I said he would be a Pro Bowler this year. At least that's what I meant. And I still mean it. I like that confidence there, Emmanuel. Parker, is Arizona State football going to beat Houston or not? Arizona State is fascinating. I think they're a good team. Let's mention them in a second. From the 13-yard line, second down 13, going to be handed to Christian McCaffrey, who's going to get to about the 20 and down to the 21-yard line. It's going to be third down and 5 after a gain of 8. Um, Arizona State over Houston. Houston's got a good passing attack. I'll go with Arizona State. Arizona State upset Texas Tech. Arizona State versus Mississippi State, which I think Mississippi State is a little underrated as well. They got absolutely dominated by Texas A&M. Texas A&M is pretty stinking good. So I'll go Arizona State. I'll go Arizona State. Drops back to pass, is getting pressure, going to check it down to Chris McCaffrey, who's going to get the first down, gain of 6. First down 10, 11, 48, 47, 46. Get a little time sink. Dang it. Dude, please don't let it be like a Chris McCaffrey leg game. I want to have at least a chance of winning fantasy this week. But yeah, Devon Diablo is the one who was matched up with Chris McCaffrey. Gain of 6 yards, first down 10. We about to watch a defense battle? No, we're not. We're about to see explosiveness. Going to send Kendrick Bourne into motion over to the left. Brian Robinson in the backfield. Going to be tossed up to him. He's got some blockers on the front. Up to the 30, up to about the 35, and down to the 36-yard line. Gain of 9 right there. It's going to be second down and 1 for the 49ers. Is Oregon football going to beat Wisconsin? Oh, absolutely. If Oregon loses to Wisconsin, I think Oregon's probably like a 20-something point. I think Wisconsin's like a 20-point dog against Oregon. Like they're terrible. They're awful. So like I would be surprised if Oregon loses. So second down and 1. Gonna be sending Juszczyk in motion. Gonna be a drop back to pass. Oh, actually gonna be a draw up to the 40, up to the 45, and he just powers through up to the 46-yard line. Is Brian Robinson Jr. That's a first down for the 49ers. So, 49ers, first down 10 at the 46-yard line. I'll say this. 49ers are able to move the ball a little bit. So, from the 46-yard line, under center, going to send, who's number 89 in motion? Shoot. Drops by the pass. Over the middle, it's going to be up to the 45 and down to about the 44, 43-yard line. As Farrell, that's right, Farrell with the touch, and that's going to be first down for the 49ers once again. Is Georgia Tech football going to beat Syracuse? Syracuse is an interesting one. I think that if Georgia Tech's able to get by Syracuse, I think they can end the season like either undefeated or one loss to Georgia. I think Syracuse is the toughest battle they got next. I'm going to go with Georgia Tech because I really just want them to. And it's going to be incomplete pass. Try to get a Christian McCaffrey, but they had it all covered up. That was James Pierce Jr. on the coverage for Christian McCaffrey. And it'd be second down and 10. Try to do a little running back screen that did not work out. But yeah, I want Georgia Tech so bad to be good. So I'm going with Georgia Tech, but partially because I also want them to win. I just want them to win. Mac Jones, our center, going to see Chris McCaffrey in the backfield. And looks like we got 2 tight end action over to the right. Going to be I formation. Going to be a handoff to Christian McCaffrey, who's only going to get about a yard. Great job there by, I think that's Leonard Floyd. No, I don't know who that is. Sorry. Emmanuel, hey defense, can we not do this today? I have faith in you. Can you not raise my blood pressure more? Can we please kick the crap out of Shanahan? Pretty please. You know, maybe, possibly. You never know. All right, so we're going to have third down and 9, 8:50 left to go in the first quarter. Shotgun formation with Christian McCaffrey to his left. Jennings in motion. And draws back to pass, get immediate pressure, throws. That's going to be over the head of Juan Jennings. And that's going to be fourth down at 9, 8:41 left to go in the first quarter. And San Francisco is going to have to punt this ball away. So, Emmanuel, your wish is granted. And the Falcons get the ball back. It's still wild that Morstead is still in the league. punt is underway and almost got blocked. Gonna be downed. Okay, Neal didn't even try for that. Number 33 didn't even try for that. So 8:34 left to go in the first quarter, and Atlanta is going to get the ball back. Now we will go to commercial break. I'm Parker. Will Louisville football beat Boston College? I think so. I really like. I should go on my guys. I remember you asked me last week about Louisville versus Miami, and I said that Miami was probably going to be able to pull it out, and they weren't able to against Louisville. But I did say that Louisville's offense is good, and it was good enough to where I felt like that it could give Miami a little bit of a scare, and they did, and then they won. But I think that Louisville can win because their offense. I don't feel the best about Boston College, anyways. But I think Louisville going to win because Louisville's a really good team. Louisville's a really good team. They're probably going to end the season. Let's see. They'll definitely beat Kentucky. Who does Louisville have the rest of? Who does Louisville have the rest of the way? Louisville. So, Louisville jumped up to 19. So, Louisville already lost to Virginia. They got Boston College at VTech. Cal. Okay. Clemson, and SMU. So I think Louisville can beat Clemson. I feel like they can beat Kentucky. And I feel like they can beat Boston College and Virginia Tech. But that Cal and that SMU is what I'm looking at as being a trap game for Louisville. Because right now in the ACC, Louisville's behind, but then again, that's only because they have a 2-1 record compared to like a 3-1 or 3-0. But Virginia's 3-0 in conference, SMU's 3-0 in conference, and then Georgia Tech is 4-0 in conference. And SMU, like I said, plays Louisville. SMU also plays Miami. So SMU could definitely screw some things up. If SMU wanted, they could, like on November 1st, they play Miami, and then November 22nd they play Louisville. So there's a chance that SMU could definitely screw over the ACC and take Miami out of the playoff race, which would be hilarious. If they did it back to back, if they did it in back to back seasons where SMU kind of screws over with Miami, where Miami didn't really lose to SMU last year. Or did they? Did they play Miami last year? I don't think so. But, like I said, Miami should have made the ACC championship game. They didn't, and then SMU did instead. So it'll be funny if that happens. From the 20-yard line, 8:34 left to go in the first quarter. Going to have a pistol formation. Going to be a hands of Bijan, who's going to try to cut back inside, and he's going to get nothing. Great job by the 49ers there. Second down and 10, 8:25 left to go in the first quarter. Let's see here. Parker, is Baylor football going to beat Cincinnati Bearcats or not? Cincinnati's a tough team. I'll go with Cincinnati. I want Baylor to improve because, like I said, that makes our win look better, but I don't think they're going to. Low snap, but Penix gets it up. Throws this, this will be a first down up to Darnell Mooney. Yes, it is. Darnell Mooney. Nice 11-yard gain. First down attempt for the Atlanta Falcons. Emmanuel sack first play was a nice tone setter. Hope that carries. On the side note, the Giants falconed it harder the Falcons have ever falconed in a while. That is, in fact, true. The Giants let up 33 points in the fourth quarter. Enough said. From the 32-yard line, shotgun formation with tight end to his right. Going to send Bijan in motion. Going to be a fake handoff to him. And Penix going to throw. That's going to be wide open as Kyle Pitts with the 45. Up to the 40 and down to the 41-yard line. However, there is a flag. Don't know who is on just yet. Zoe must be passed out from the stress. Honestly, Emmanuel, probably so. But whenever she comes, I want to hear from her because that is crazy. Man, it's holding on the Falcons. Holding on the Falcons takes back a good play. That's by Wilkinson, number 71. The right tackle. Let's see here. Yeah, he overset. Oh, absolutely. Good night. He almost broke number 91's leg. Goodness gracious, Wilkinson. All right, well, there you go. Is Washington Huskies football going to beat Illinois or not? That's a tough one That is honestly a tough one. After this play, first down 20 from the 22-yard line. Going to be a handoff to Bijan, who's going to cut back inside to the 25 and down to the 29-yard line. So that's going to be a 7-yard gain. Second down and 13? Is it 13? Let me check and see. Yeah, second down 13. Washington is an interesting one because at first they kind of gave Ohio State a little bit of a run for the money, then Ohio State kind of pulled away. Illinois, I think, is a little bit overrated, but I do like their quarterback. At times he can play well. So I'm going with Illinois because like sometimes their defense kind of shows up, but it's never consistent. Penix throws, and that's going to be a bullet to Drake London up to about the 39-yard line. And it's going to be third down and 2, a little bit talking going on between Drake London, number 48. So third down 2, 6, 13, 12, 11, and 10 left to go in the first quarter. A little ship. Third down 3. So I guess I gave like 2.5. Yeah, it was. No, it's 2.5. Gonna be shotgun formation. Send Bijan in motion back out to the right. Drops back to pass. Throws because Kyle Pitts at the 45-yard line as a first down for the Falcons. Parker, is Tennessee fall football going to beat Kentucky or not? They should. Let me just say they should. But Kentucky does this where like every now and then they just play way, way, way above their competition. And then they find some way to lose. That's what usually happens. So pistol formation, going to be a play action pass and throw, and that's going to be caught by Drake London up to the 49-yard line. Well, it depends on the spot. I might put it at the 48. So it might be a gain of like 2 yards. I'll say Tennessee goes because Tennessee. Look at dadgum Fred Warner. Yeah, he's got his leg elevated, his ankle elevated. That sucks, man. But yeah, no, I would say that Tennessee should win. Their offense is explosive enough for them to be able to kind of compensate for the fact that the Texas Longhorns' offense is not explosive at all. So from the 49-yard line, so it was a 3-yard gain. Second down 7. Going to send Kyle Pitts in motion up to the left. Going to be a quick screen pass to Bijan Robinson to the 50. It cuts back inside to the 45 and down to the 44. That's going to be a first down for the Atlanta Falcons. Parker, is Michigan State football going to beat Michigan or not? No. Well, no. I think Michigan's probably going to win. Michigan's offense is not what it needs to be, but their defense is pretty stinking good. So I would say that Michigan should still be able to beat Michigan State and kind of keep some of their hopes alive of not making the Big Ten. They don't have a shot, and they don't have a shot to get that. Well, technically they do. Technically Michigan does, but they're not going to. So shotgun formation with Bijan to his right and rolls out, and it's going to just throw this one up into the sideline. Second and 10. 3:37 to go in the first quarter. Emmanuel, I don't want to be overdramatic, but until the Bucks drop a few games, we gotta be dang near perfect. That is pretty true. 2 statement wins on national TV would be huge for this team. Oh, it would. Absolutely. So like I said, you would have, that's a photo right there. Looky there. You would have wins against the 49ers and the Bills. You would be on a 3-game win streak, and you'd be 4-2. So pistol formation, drops back to pass, and Penix throws to be caught. This be Kyle Pitts up to about the 36-yard line. It's gonna be third down about 2 or 3. Bills game wasn't a fluke, and both teams in this game are beat up. The 49ers are a lot more, but my point still stands. Exactly. I mean, the 49ers have found ways to win. I mean, they beat the Rams, and the Rams just whooped the dog mess out of the Jaguars. And, there's not really any team that's, kind of signifies, we are the best, but there's a lot of good teams. And so you kind of establish yourself as being one of the good teams that has a tiebreaker over the 49ers. Penix in the pistol formation with Bijan behind him. Two tight ends to the right. Going to be a handoff to Bijan, who's going to try to bounce it up to the right side, and he's going to cut back inside, and he's going to go. I think he's going to get it. It's going to be very close, but I think he got it. Huff on the Bryce Huff on the tack wants to be first down. Bijan, 239, 238, 237. Let's go in the first quarter, and it's still 0-0, but the Falcons are driving. Let's just hope that if they stall out, that Parker Rome is actually able to kick. Let's see here. Parker, is Texas Tech football going to beat Oklahoma State? Oh, absolutely. Texas Tech upset that they got upset by Arizona State. To try to keep their national title hopes alive, they're going to absolutely obliterate Oklahoma State. Going to be a pistol formation. Going to be a play action pass. He's got plenty of time. He's going to escape. Going to roll it to his right. He's going to try to scramble and throws on the run and incomplete. Try to get Tyler Algier out of the backfield. Third down 10. However, there is a flag. And Algier thinks that it's supposed to be a face mask. I don't know. Let's check and see. 2:02 left to go in the first quarter. It might be on the Falcons. Illegal man downfield. Ooh. And that was a man downfield, and it's going to back them up. Well, yeah, they're going to take it. So Ryan Newsel, is it Newsel? Is that how you say his last name? Or the Newsel? The center call for that penalty right there. Good. First and 15. All right, Penix's going to be in empty set. Now I'm going to send Algier into motion over to the right. Going to be a quick screen pass to, oh my gosh, Kyle Pitts. They read that immediately, and that's D. Winters with the great stop there, and that's going to be a loss of about 3 yards there. So we second down 18 for the Falcons. Let's see here. Parker is I said back Texas Tech. Is Miami Hurricanes going to beat Stanford or not? Yes. Miami is still a very good team. They just obviously kind of choked somewhat, and also Louisville is also a good team. Stanford is not, and neither right now is Florida State. So second down 18 from the 41-yard line. Shotgun formation with tight end to his right. Bijan's in the slot. Draws back to pass, and has got time. Steps in the pocket, rolls out to his right, and is going to, there's the flag that got thrown. Picks about 3 yards. However, there is a flag, and I'm assuming it's probably on the 49ers. I think there might be a defensive holding. Newzil. Oh, Newzil. Oh, okay. Newzil. 1:15 left on the first quarter. They're discussing the flag. I guess thrown in the area of, a defensive holding. Okay, multiple fouls. Going to be illegal contact on the defense. Penalty declined. The other league contact is going to be accepted. Okay, so first down 10 for the Falcons. That's on Single, or Sigel. Sigel? Sigel. Sigle. I guess Sigel. Absolutely. Goodness gracious. You can't do that. Is Mississippi State going to beat Texas or not? I got to think about that one. First and 10, 1:15, let's go in the first quarter. Going to be a pistol formation with Tyler here behind him. Got one tight end over to the left. And going to be a play action pass. Going to be a screen, but nothing really there because, like I said, the tight end was absolutely covered up. So second down 10. I would say should have beaten Florida. I'm gonna try to say that that Texas is gonna pull through. Hopefully, from a 33-yard line, second down 10, shotgun formation, drops back to pass, and Penix is got plenty of time. I mean, good lord. Almost runs into pressure, rolls up to his right, is going to throw on the run, and it's going to be caught by Bijan, who's close to the first down, pins the spot. Now they're going to mark him short. So it's going to be third down and 1 for that gain of 9 by Bijan. 45 seconds to go in the first quarter. But yeah, I would say I would say that Texas can pull it out, but it's going to be a close one. I don't, like I said, I feel confident that Mississippi is not going to be able to be like what Kentucky was, but I think that they're going to like make it an interesting game, and I think they're going to get a couple of turnovers as well um, on Arch. So I formation, going to be a hand Tyler's year who's going to get the first down, and that's going to be up to the 21-yard line. Nice gain there, about 3 yards. First down 10 for the Atlanta Falcons, and that will be the end of the first quarter. It's 5 seconds left, but it's pretty much the end of the first quarter. So in the first quarter, 0-0. Both offenses were actually able to move the ball. However, 49ers had to stall out, and the Falcons are moving the ball down the field right now. So still offense being made, but unfortunately no points just yet. Yes, automatic first. Oh, you're talking about the thing before automatic first down. Yes. Parker, is Iowa State football to beat BYU? I think I said at the very beginning of the year I thought that they would. I don't know. BYU is a better team than I gave them credit for. BYU right now is undefeated, I believe, right? Yeah, they're undefeated. They just beat Utah. They're number 11. They're at Iowa State, too. Okay. Dang, BYU's got a little bit of a tough test. They got at Iowa State, at Texas Tech, get home TCU, at Cincinnati, and then they end the season against UCF. I'm going to say BYU wins this one and then loses next week. That's what I'm going to say. I'm going to say BYU wins against Iowa State close. I say by field goal. And just be back-to-back weeks, winning by field goals, and then they lose Texas Tech the next week. That's what I'm saying about BYU. I like BYU, like I said, better than what I thought I was going to, but I just don't know. I think Texas Tech is probably going to be the one that gets out of the Big 12. I know, like I said, they did lose to Arizona State, but Arizona State's still a solid team as well. But this past weekend in college football, there was a lot of upsets that kind of changed how we kind of see a lot of these teams. Like Ole Miss losing and Ole Miss's remaining schedule, like Ole Miss is probably going to lose another game, and if they do what Ole Miss normally does, and they also lose a game they shouldn't, like Ole Miss, who rose up the ranks, could find some way somehow to miss the playoffs. I'm not saying they will, but I'm saying be prepared that could be a real possibility. Because Ole Miss just has that way about them. Finding ways to lose. Emmanuel, quick first quarter, flew by like that. Exactly like I said. It was very, very quick. Very, very quick. Parker, is Texas A&M going to beat LSU? Absolutely. Texas A&M's defense is legit. Yes, Arkansas went up and down on them, but LSU's not going to do that, and because LSU also can't run the ball to save their life. So yeah, no, Texas A&M's probably going to win that one. Going to be a handoff to Bijan to the left side, to the 20, up to the down to the 17-yard line. Nice gain there, about 4 yards. Second down, 6. Yeah, LSU. I said at the very beginning of the season they would go 8-4. And I feel confident about that as it progresses. So I think they're going to lose not today, but next week to Texas A&M. I think they'll lose to Oklahoma as well. So I think they go 8-4, and I would be right about that prediction. Some other predictions have not worked out, but I felt confident about the LSU one. So from the 17-yard line, pistol formation, going to send Drake London into motion, and going to be a handoff to Bijan, who's going to make his one-man miss, make another man can't make another man miss. Does get 2 yards, though, and it's going to be 3rd down and 4 for the Atlanta Falcons. 14-10, let's go second quarter. Is Alabama football going to beat South Carolina or not? They should. Alabama has been playing amazing football. South Carolina has not. Obviously, South Carolina could play spoiler, especially like what happened last year, but I don't think they will. I'll be very surprised if Alabama loses to South Carolina. But then again, it would be a DeBoer thing to happen for them to lose on the road and they're multiple touchdown. I think they're multiple touchdown favorites. Drops back to pass and is going to step in the. Oh, he's going to step in the pocket wrong. He gets sacked back at the 20-yard line, and that right there is going to be fourth down for the Falcons, and Parker Romo on for the field goal attempt. Yeah, he escaped wrong. I don't know why. Why did he step in the pocket like that? He had a lane. Let's see here, right here. Yeah, he has a lane right here. Oh well. Well, he's sacked by who's sacked by number 91. Don't know who number 91 is, but it's a 38-yard field goal attempt for Parker Romo to try to give them the lead. Snap, hold, kick is up. Kick is good. So it is going to be 3-0. 12:54 left to go in the second quarter. I thought they would show me who it is, but not show me who it is. Parker, once again, is my team Missouri Tigers going to beat Vanderbilt or not? I don't know. I don't know. It's going to be interesting. Let me say that. Missouri, dude, Parker, last night, that was rough for me as an Auburn fan. I think you have a shot. I do. I think that your defensive line against their offensive line is going to cause Diego Pavia some problems. But see, that's like I said, it's a hard one to pick. I'm leaning Vanderbilt. I'm leaning Vanderbilt, but not by much. I think it's going to be like a 27-24 kind of game. Last second field goal. Oh goodness. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Vanderbilt, but I don't feel confident with it. So Parker, like I said, it should be a fun game for you. Maybe you'll win, maybe you won't, but you still got everything ahead of you. You haven't. Let's see. I'm trying to remember, make sure if it's a tough enough test down the stretch from Missouri. I think I talked about this before. So Missouri has at Vanderbilt, and then you got Texas A&M at Oklahoma, Mississippi State, and then at Arkansas. So you desperately need to win this game because Texas A&M is going to be a tough test, and then at Oklahoma is going to be a huge test for you. I don't know, man. I just like Vanderbilt. I really do. I probably shouldn't, but I do. So I'm gonna go with Vandy, but I'm not. Like I said, I think it's gonna be a back and forth game. It's gonna be whoever has the ball last kind of game. Um, but it's gonna be a fun one. It'll be a fun one to spectate. That's for sure. Um, Emmanuel, all that for three. I'll take it. I guess at least something came from it. Exactly. And hopefully your defense, like I said, is going to be able to return the favor. And it's going to be returned, well, actually going to be a fair caught in the end zone for a touchback. So, sorry. 12:54 left to go in second quarter. 3-0. Let's see if the Falcons defense can do it. Like I said, honestly, just take. Oh no, Devon Diablo is going to the locker room. That's not good. Crap, that's who they have. That's who they're going to have on Christian McCaffrey. Dadgummit. All right, well, from the 35-yard line, first down 10. Matt Jones under center. Christian McCaffrey in the backfield. Going to send, looks like Farrell in the motion over to the left. And drops back to pass and is going to get some pressure. Throws across the middle and too high for George Kittle. Second down 10. Parker, it is time to fire Mike Norvell now. Yes. If you're Florida State, I would say it is. I think obviously, like 2 years ago was his should have been team. I mean, hands to Christian McCaffrey, gets up to the 40 and gets down, keeps on moving, and up to the 42-yard line. Nice gain there of 7 yards. It's going to be third down and 3. Like I said, you can look at 2 years ago. It should have been his time. Unfortunately, like I said, Jordan Travis goes down. But last year was so abysmal. It was 2-10. And then this year, after basically your Super Bowl was, I'm saying Super Bowl, your college title, your national title was beating Alabama, and then you've steadily getting worse since then. Third down, 3 trips to the right, drops back to pass. Mac Jones throw across the middle, so we caught us up to the 50, up to the 45, and that's going to be Juan Jennings for the first down, San Francisco. 12:03 left to go in the second quarter. But yeah, like I said, you've steadily gotten worse and worse and worse and worse. So yeah, like it started off bad. And when he needed it, he got that almost undefeated season, and then terrible last year with high expectations, and then this year you beat Alabama, and then you absolutely fall flat. I mean, hand to Christian McCaffrey's going to bounce it to the right side to 40, and that's where you're going to stop. So, gain about 5 yards there. Second down 5, 11:30 left to go in the second quarter. Still 3-0. But yeah, like I said, I would say it is time. It is definitely time there, Parker. No Diablo freak, dude. It's even the best defender for us. I know what I'm saying. Like, he's been really good for y'all. He matches up well with Christian McCaffrey. So, second and 5. Going to be I formation. Going to be a delayed handoff. That's going to be up to the 35, up to the 30. And down to about the 25, maybe the 26-yard line. That's Christian McCaffrey. First down and 10 for San Francisco. Manuel, your defense got to step up. Got to step up. At least Christian McCaffrey's going out. Don't get him touchdowns. That's all I'm asking for. No touchdowns for Christian McCaffrey. From the 25. I formation. Going to be a handoff to the left side. That's going to be Brian Robinson, who gets about 2 yards there. Second down 8 from the 23-yard line. Yeah, we're running behind Trent Williams there. So 10-15 left to go second quarter. So still plenty of time to left to go second quarter. Still only 3-0 game. Both offenses have been able to move the ball, which is good. And let's see what the 49ers can do on this drive. So second down 8. Matt Jones under center. And going to send Brian Robinson into motion. Drops back to pass. And quick throw. Oh, it's picked! Up to the 20, up to the 25. Caden Ellis up to the 30. Up to about the 34-yard line. And that is a first down for the Atlanta Falcons. 9:46 left to go in the second quarter. It was a perfect pass by Matt Jones to Juan Jennings. And he just popped up in the air. I mean, right there. Bam. Right in his hands. And then it gets tipped up. And then basically Caden Ellis pops it to himself as pick. So, Emmanuel. Very nice. Very, very nice. No, Parker. Unfortunately, Coach Hugh Freeze is not fired today. And I did not know this because I don't pay attention to NASCAR, and the yellow flag there in Alabama. And so I'm assuming they wouldn't do business without him being there because he has to be there for the Yellowwood 500. So I don't know if they'll do it on Monday because Hugh Freeze still has his press conference scheduled on Monday. So that's like something we've also heard about. So I don't know. I don't know. I mean, like, the thing that I'm concerned about is I don't really want Hugh to be the guy anymore. And then if you consider that, okay, well, let's see. If Hugh's able to beat Arkansas, if he's able to beat Kentucky, Vanderbilt, Mercer, and then he goes into the Iron Bowl, and if he somehow beats Alabama, which I don't think he will, but if he somehow beats Alabama, then you can't fire him. And so, like, maybe, what he's saying is true. Like, eventually these things will fall for Auburn. But I don't think it will. Like there's been no indication that it will fall for us. I literally went through it last night and talked about like all the close losses, and then um, on the worst losses video, a person asked like, no 2021 Iron Bowl, and I'm like, no, because I think that the Mississippi State loss was way worse. Because since that time, we were at the all-time high where we had lost to Texas A&M, but um, once we lost to Mississippi State, since that time in 2021, we were 5-17, 5-17 in SEC play. Abysmal. So 9:46 left to go in the second quarter. First down 10 from the 34-yard line. Going to send Drake London into motion, and going to be a toss, and that's going to be not a really great toss, but a great catch there by Bijan, and he's going to get about a yard, but great job there. Actually, no, they can claim no yardage gain. Great job there by the 49ers defense. Second down and 10, 9:30 left to go in the second quarter. Zoe, what's up there, Zoe? Now, Zoe, we all want to know, how are you feeling with the Broncos win? Unbelievable. We want to know how you're feeling. We want to know how you're feeling. Thank the Lord for that. Else is my king. Pay that dude whatever he wants. So second down 10, shotgun formation with tight end to his left. Going to send Bijan in motion over to the left. Now pistol. Going to be drop back to pass. And he's going to step in the pocket. Throws. And that's going to be... Oh! Great job there by Lenore. How? Wait. They're going to call pass interference on Lenore? I don't know about that. Let's see here. Hi, Zoe. Congrats on that comeback crazy game, huh? Exactly. That's why we are the number one defense in the league. Period. Full stop. When it matters, they come up. Are you happy that Billy Napier got fired today or not? I'm never happy when anyone gets fired. Like I said, I think I understand why Mississippi State should have won that game anyways, so it would feel a lot more justified. But like, if you're Florida, you don't want Billy Napier to go on his run of like winning games, so that it feels more justified. Like, oh well, we kind of need to keep him. When you can fire him, and right now it's you, Arkansas, and Penn State are the openings that are right now that you can actually talk to you can basically talk to people to try to see who you can have as a replacement. From the 49-yard line, first down to after that pass interference penalty. You're going to send Drake London in motion over to the right. Going to be a play action pass, and he's got plenty of time, and he's going to just check it down and out of bounds. So incomplete pass, second down 10. Let's see here. Where are we at? Emmanuel, there we go. Emmanuel. Also, the run D is definitely the worst part of the D, so CMC might run all over us, but they wouldn't pass. Our passing core is banged up, and we're just that good. All I'm hoping for, goodness gracious. All I'm hoping for is that you are able to limit CMC. Not stop him, but limit it. So second down 10 for the 49-yard line. Shotgun formation with Bijan Robinson to his right. Draws back a pass, and is going to step in the pocket. He's going to roll it to his left. And he's going to go on the run to the 50, up to the 49, so again about 2 yards there. And it's going to be third down and 8. Jake, what's up there, Jake Turtle? Hey, man, as Bo Nix knew he got clutch game in him. Like I said, Bo Nix, I love Bo Nix. Now, I love him since he was at Auburn. Obviously, there were certain times that I was not happy with him because he, especially early on in his career, he would put himself in bad situations. We didn't have the best offensive line, and he would put himself in bad situations. He would roll out too early. But Bo Nix, loved him coming out. I think I had him as the 4th QB in that draft class, behind Drake May, obviously Jen Daniels, and Caleb Williams. But absolutely came in clutch. Absolutely did. So actually a 3-yard gain, third down 7, shotgun formation, drops back a pass. Penix again pressure, throws off his back foot, and it's going to be incomplete. So 8:05 to go second quarter, and a punt for the Falcons. After that pick, unfortunately cannot do anything with it, and got to try to pin him deep. But yeah, no, Bo Nix scoring 33 points in the fourth quarter is wild. Wild. And what's even crazier, the fact that, one, I think that the Broncos got absolutely hosed on that pass interference. Like, the pass interference was ridiculous. Like, he made a play on the ball. Like, I don't think that's going to be a pass interference. And then the Giants score a touchdown. You got like 30 seconds left, and you're able to get into field goal range. That's amazing. Ball goes to the end zone. It's going to be for a touchback. So 7:58 left to go in the second quarter, and it's going to be 49ers ball. But yeah, like I said, the fact that they were able to get in the field goal range with no timeouts is pretty wild. That it did help getting that offsides penalty for Brian Burns, so that also helped as well. But yeah, no, it's like I said, Broncos lead the AFC West. I think let's see, are the Broncos number 2 or are they number 3 seed right now? I'm trying to remember where they're going to be at right now because you have obviously the Colts number 1, then yeah, you need to be 2 or 3 depending on what's the tiebreaker between you and the Patriots right now. So I think the Broncos are number 2, but they might be number 3. But I picked the Broncos to win the division. I hope they do. I do think that the Chiefs are kind of finding their footing. Then again, they are going against the Raiders, who are a lot worse than I thought they would be. I thought the Raiders would be kind of a fighter team, and they have just absolutely folded. The fact that Geno Smith had 60 yards passing. I think the Chiefs defense is good, not that good. And then Mahomes, I'm so glad. In my fantasy league, we have QB, and then you also have your all-time flex, which you can have another QB. My 2 QBs are Patrick Mahomes, Justin Herbert. I have been carried by both my QBs because like I said, they weren't even the first ones that were picked. I waited, I got them. James Cook, unfortunately, hasn't been what I was hoping for. Nico Collins hasn't really been what I've been hoping for. But both of them have been absolutely clutch, and I'm loving it. Loving it. But yeah, like I said, Bo Nix doing amazing right now. Obviously, didn't start off that way, but when you come in clutch like that and you score 33 points, I think some stuff can be kind of forgiven. So in this game, it's 3-0. Obviously, like I said, Falcons defense been opportunistic. Thankfully, they got that pick, but unfortunately for them, the offense can't do anything with it. So it'll be interesting to see. Right now, they're trying to explain turf toe, which I do understand why there is a little misunderstanding with people who don't really know. But that is so important. Your big toe is so important for you, especially when you're trying to either cut or trying to throw off of that. Going to be a toss to CMC. Got plenty of blockers at 25-30 and down by the 33-yard line. 13-yard gain. First down for the 49ers. 7:47 left to go in the second quarter. But yeah, that, like I said, it is very, very important. Also, have they given any updates about Jaden Daniels yet? I know they were concerned that it might be a hamstring problem. Hopefully not. From the 32-yard line, under center, going to be a hand of Christian McCaffrey up to the middle, up to the 35, and down to about the 37-yard line. Nice gain there, about 5 yards. Second down to 5. Like I said, I don't mind the yards. Right now, he's got 73 yards rushing on 10 carries. Just no TDs. All right. Under center, 2 tight ends. Going to send Juszczyk in motion. Going to be a handoff to Chris McCaffrey. Breaks up to the 40 flat. Up to the 50 and runs over Jesse Bates to the 49-yard line. Another first down for the 49ers. And they're just running through him. I mean, great run blocking by the 49ers. So first down 10 for the 49-yard line. Under center once again. Going to send Juszczyk in motion over to the left. Made that 2 tight ends over to the left. Going to be a handoff to Brian Robinson, who's going to get met in the line. He's going to actually lose a yard. It's going to be second down and 11 from the midfield. But I don't know yet if they're giving him a little bit of a break or what. They haven't quite said yet. And, oh no, 49ers player is down on the ground. That's Number 66, I think. Not quite sure. But we're going to go to commercial break. 6:02 left to go in the second quarter. Ugh. Dadgummit, my nose keeps getting stopped up in these late games for some odd reason. I don't know why. Okay. So, like I said, 3-0. 49ers. Falcons are up. I'm trying to think of how I can see this game going. Like both offenses are able to move the ball, they just stall out so quickly. That's what's kind of sucking this game up a little bit. But I mean, it's still a close game, so I don't mind. But I'm hoping for a little more offense. Not from the 49ers perspective if it goes from Chris McCaffrey. But I'm still confident enough with the Falcons that I think they're still going to win. But I need to see something more from their offense as far as actually finishing drives. Because at least for the 49ers, it shouldn't have been a pick. It was a good pass, and then it was right here, so it's a catchable ball. Even though it's off to the side a little bit, it's a catchable ball, and Juwan Jennings just doesn't get it, and it's quite literally picked off. Oh goodness. I don't know why, but for some reason, the last couple of streams, on the night game, my nose has been getting stopped up, and I have no idea why. Jeopardy and Wheel of Fortune. I have not been to San Francisco. I wouldn't mind visiting, seeing some of the beautiful sights. Maybe tour Alcatraz. I wouldn't mind. Second down 11. Going to send Juszczyk in motion over to the right. Drops back to pass. Throws to the left side. That's to be caught by Juwan Jennings, who's going to be short of the first. That's gracious. A little short of the line of game. Me third down and about 4, I would say. Yeah, so Zoe, we haven't heard from you yet. Zoe, what is your feelings about the Broncos game? Like I said, crazy win for you. We initially thought that it was going to be an easy game, and definitely wasn't. But Dobie and Emmanuel all were talking. We want to hear from you how you feel about the Broncos game. From the 43-yard line, it's a third down and 4. Going to be a handoff to Christian McCaffrey. He's going to bounce it to the right side. Going to get the first down to the 40. Up to the 35 and down to the 32-yard line. 33-yard line. First down 10 for the 49ers. Oh, sorry, it's finishing with work. Okay, I got you. Sorry about that, Zoe. Nice seal-off block by George Kittle. 4:50 left to go second quarter. Under center. Going to be a hands to Christian McCaffrey up to 31. So nice gain there, about 2 yards. Second down 8. Dadgum, we're probably gonna last it's probably a 3-3 game at this rate. Ah, goodness gracious, my nose keeps getting stopped up. 4:15 left to go second quarter, 3-0. Second down 7. Under center with Brian Robinson in the backfield. Gonna send Kendrick Bourne in motion over to the right. Hand up to Robinson, who's gonna get up to about the 26-yard line. Third down and about 2.5. Zoe, I wasn't expecting it to be easy given how good the Giants defense is, and Dar has been playing well. He has been playing well, especially against the Eagles, but still, that was. Like I said, the fact that you were down 26, was it 26-8, with 5 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter, and you somehow scored 33 points is crazy. That's what was surprising to me. Third down and 3. Mac Jones throws with the back foot, caught, and that's gonna be a first down up to the 20-yard line, and that is number 15, Jawan Jennings for the first down and grab. But yeah, that Broncos game was wild to say the least. 3:05, just 3:05. Let's go to the second quarter. It is 3-0, but the 49ers are driving. Matt Jones under center. You got 2 tight ends set. Going to send Kendrick Bourne in motion over to the right. Christian McCaffrey in the backfield. Going to be a toss out of Christian McCaffrey. He's going to lose a whole lot of yards, and that's going to be a loss of about 4 yards there. Great job there by Leonard Floyd by getting the pressure initially, and then the finish up by him and Xavier Watts. Zoe, I confess I wasn't expecting them to do as well as they did against the Broncos, and I was very upset. It was very upsetty spaghetti with them, and stopped watching partway through the third quarter. Okay. Like I said, that makes sense though. I mean, like it was the fact that it seemed like y'all had like no life on offense, and then all of a sudden just kind of like came out of nowhere. Gonna be a throw that's gonna be to who is that? Is that Tom's? No, it's Juszczyk. Oh, it's Juszczyk. For up with me making third down and 3 when we go a 2-minute warning. But yeah, like I said, that's what's really crazy that y'all came out of nowhere. And I only tuned it back in about halfway through the fourth. Well, Zoe, you got the good part because, like I said, I think it was like 20. Was it 26-8? I think it was 26-8 with like 5 minutes left, and they scored that second touchdown. And then on the next drive for the Giants, got that pick, which ended up good, and you scored another touchdown. So like, I mean. I guess the good news is that you missed some of the crappy football. I guess that helps. Let's see. I'm trying to think. When was the weird hook and ladder? It wasn't. It was okay. I made a joke with my fantasy league group chat that the Giants found a new way to do a hook and ladder, but like that tip up to Theo Johnson was that in the third quarter? I think that was either the third quarter or that was in the fourth quarter. I can't remember. But yeah, that was wild too. That was a wild play. Bo Nix on a QB sweep. That was fun to see. So like I said, Bo Nix always had legs. Like he always I guess he's like a very underrated runner, and he used his legs, got that touchdown, like got back in the game. Like that's what I'm saying. Like it was so fun to watch. It was so fun to watch. But I can't imagine like being like a fan of either the Packers or the Broncos. Like that, both those games were crazy. Emmanuel, 33 points in the fourth after shutting out a team is foul. Yes, it is. The comeback was absolutely insane there, Zoe. Yes, it was. Really thought the Giants would pull off the upset. I know. And I was going to be upset. I was like, dadgummit. I was like, I just said I thought the Giants were going to, I literally said at the very end of the Panthers stream, I was like, you know what? I don't think the Giants are really going to win that much the rest of the year. I was like, they're going to be probably like, 4 or 5 as far as like picking wise. They're going to trade back with the Rams. And they're probably not now. Because like I said, they can definitely move the ball. And their defense is opportunistic at times. So that's probably not going to happen. Maybe not. Let's see here. Zoe, I was going to be so mad if we got shut out like the Raiders were today. Yeah, no, that was embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing. Oh, dadgummit. The Packers and Steelers are next Sunday Night Football. Shoot. Well, I'm not going to be able to stream it. Well, hold a second. I don't know what time I'm going to get back. I'm probably not going to be able to, though. Dang it. Third down and 4. Shotgun formation. Mac Jones drop back a pass. Rolls out to his left. And is going to try to throw on the run. Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to get down to the 1-yard line. First and goal for the 49ers. Dadgummit. I need his defense to step up. We can't let CMC run down our throats. Well, he didn't run down your throats. He just found the open space and got the ball down to the 1. At first, he's like literally like helping pass protection. rolls out, and then just no one's there. First and goal from the 1. Please don't give it to Chris McCaffrey. That's all I'm asking for. I want to scream so much, but I have an important call tomorrow, and I can't lose it like after the Vikings game. Yeah. Please, 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 let it be someone other than Chris McCaffrey that gets this touchdown. Or don't get a touchdown. Whatever you want to do. So, Falcons call the first time out. 1:50 left to go in the second quarter. First and goal. Jones, 7 for 11 for 66. I formation. Going to be hands Chris McCaffrey. He gets in for the score. 6-3, San Fran with the lead. 1:48 left to go in the first half. That's an 80-yard drive. Took up 6 minutes. Zoe, I hope Let's didn't mess up your fantasy too bad, Emmanuel. Did he have 2 field goals today? Maybe. I can't remember if he has 2 field goals or not. I have to confess, I wanted to shut down for no Lutz points, but all he got was 5, so I'm chilling with that. Wind is picking up, so he's got to kick this one. And Eddie Pinheiro banks it in. And when I mean bank, I mean he tried to overcompensate, and it literally hit the upright and bounced in. So it is 7-3. 1:48 left to go in the second quarter. And right now, my fantasy is in trouble. Like I said, I needed Nico Collins to get 4 more points than Chris McCaffrey. It's going to be a tall order to begin with. And right now, Chris McCaffrey, I think he has, 12 or 14 right now? So that's probably not going to happen. Oh yeah, that's the real Falcons. Knew I couldn't trust them. I mean, Emmanuel, it's like, early in the game. But hopefully your offense can actually, finish drives. That'll be nice. That would be nice. You got 1:48. Let's see if you're able to do something. I think the 49ers get the ball to start the second half, so obviously you want to kind of score here. But never know. Zoe, I still can't believe we won, though I'm so excited that we're 5-2 for the first time in 9 years. Yeah. Well, I mean, you like I said, this was the game where you were, remembering the Super Bowl 50, and De'Anthony Thomas. So, you still have that motivation, and that's the reason why I thought, initially, you were going to be able to blow them out. So I thought that was going to be too much for the Giants, and the Giants were like, "Nah, we're going to disrespect y'all in front of your fans, in front of you honoring De'Anthony Thomas," and then somehow, some way, you found a way to win, and that's quite literally like De'Anthony Thomas's rookie. Was it his rookie year when it hit him at Tim Tebow? Was that his rookie year in 2010? I want to say it was, or he still was a young wide receiver, but that's the epitome of a Tim Tebow 2010 season game where somehow, some way, the Broncos find a way to win. Because there is no way you should have won that game, but you didn't. The fact that you should have won the game beforehand, and then the Giants were able to score a touchdown, you got helped a lot by the penalties, and then you were able to get the game-winning field goal because the kicker missed the extra point. That's what else crazy too. Let's see here, Manuel. That's the worst situation for a touchdown to be scored at all season. I'm starting to worry Diablo was really holding us together. Maybe, possibly. Manuel, I think most of the people here have winning records. I do for the meantime. All of our teams are at the top, are on the up and up. That's nice. Exactly. Like I said, we're all winning records. We're 4-3. Broncos are 5-2. Bears are 4-2. Falcons are 3-2. Let's see who else we have here. Chiefs, their winning record too. From the 31, Michael Penix drops back to pass, throws to the left side. This because Kyle Pitts up to about the 35-yard line. It's be a 4-yard gain. 1:39 left to go in the second quarter. Second down 6. 7-3 still. Man, Falcons primetime games just love to be fast and low scoring, huh? Kind of so. I mean, like, I've only been streaming for like an hour and not quite 15, and we're almost done with the first half. Bijan Robinson has 42 total yards. Drops back to pass, and Michael Penix, and he's going to throw to the right side. A little floater, so we up to the 45. That's going to be Kyle Pitts with the first down. So, 1:32 remaining in the second quarter. First down 10 for the Atlanta Falcons. Kyle Pitts had a pretty good game. My goodness, gracious, my voice went high pitched there. But Kyle Pitts had a pretty good day. Oh, Ronaldo Green is questionable. Number 0, the cornerback, is questionable return. They're already kind of low on corners, so that could be interesting to see how this continues. So 1:32 from the 46-yard line, shotgun formation with Bijan to his left. Michael Penix going to send Darnell Moon to motion, draws back a pass, and he's going to get sacked, and he fumbled the ball, and oh no, it is a turnover by the 49ers. At the 45-yard line, the 49ers take over, and that's Bryce Huff who forces the sack. 1:26 left to go in the fourth quarter. All 3 timeouts for the 49ers. Azarl Wilkinson, he gets beat. It's a cross chop. Yep, it's a fumble. So, 49ers, what you gonna do? And it was recovered by Nico Collins. Not Nico Collins, sorry. Malik Collins. Definitely not Nico Collins. I hate football. Manuel, yeah, you know. It's still early in the game, only down by 4. Hopefully, your defense kind of hold up. So actually from the 40-yard line, under center, Christian McCaffrey in the backfield. Going to send him in motion over to the left. Mac Jones drops back to pass and gets the pressure, throws. That's going to be caught. It's going to be Kendrick Bourne, who's going backwards. And good night, he gets dragged down. But Caden Ellis gains about 4 yards there. Second down 6. Clock continues to wind down. 1:16, 1:15, 1:14. They also have a new starting center because Brindle is out. So, hopefully you can kind of take advantage of that. Second down 6 from the 36-yard line. Going to send George Kittle in motion over to the right. Drops back to pass and throws. That's going to be a screen pass, but guess what? Number 90, Onyemata, done knocked it down. So, third down 6 for 50 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Falcons got potential to get a stop here. So we're hoping for. So 50 seconds. Like I said, San Francisco has all 3 timeouts. Atlanta only has 2. So it'll be interesting to see here what the 49ers do. Devon Diablo is still on the sidelines. He has his helmet on at least, but still. Shotgun formation, drops back to pass. A little bit of bad pass, and he's going to fumble. Great. It's going to be recovered by the 49ers offensive lineman. Great sack there by, I believe it was Leonard Floyd. And it's going to be 4th down, and a timeout is called. I think. It's 49. It's like 39 seconds. So you did get stopped. At least there's that. You did get stopped. Yeah, Leonard Floyd with the pressure. He fakes the bull rush and then does a dip. And it's official review to see if it was a fumble or not. Right now they're calling it an incomplete pass. If it's an incomplete pass, then the Falcons won't call a timeout. But if it's a fumble, they will call a timeout. That's what they just announced. But regardless, it is fourth down, and it's a fumble. It starts to move. Well, does he have control of it though? That is the question. Because Leonard Floyd's hand is on the ball, and it moves, but then it doesn't continue to move while he's throwing the ball forward, and then it hits his helmet somehow, some way, and that's when it's a fumble. So I don't know. Interesting to see. I'm interested to see what the refs are going to call. Let's see here. Zoe, I was so bummed that Bowles didn't get his TD. Yeah, like I said, it almost did. But great pressure there by the Giants that forced incompletion to the Garrett Bowles TD. Because they were talking about it when he lined up. They're like, "Hey, Bowles is in this situation where he could possibly get the TD." But you always love to see a big man TD. Always love to see a big man TD. But like I said, regardless, Falcons are going to get the ball back. Either have one timeout or two timeouts. Obviously, you want to have two timeouts. But if it is two timeouts, I feel pretty confident that you could probably get into field goal range. If it's one timeout, I don't know. Sometimes Zach Robinson's play calling is questionable at best. Yeah, so far it's been a pretty good game. Like I said, it's a close one. Obviously, you want to see more points, but I mean they've been able to move the ball, so that's what's been at least interesting. So the call is reversed. Okay, all right. But yeah, like I said, I think he technically had like possession of it, even though it moved initially. So, and number 75, Colby was the one who got it and just kind of like rumbled forward. So it is had to be Atlanta has to call timeout now. However, Eddie Pinheiro has attempted this field goal. So far this season, he is 15 for 15. He has the most made field goals in the NFL with 15 right now. This is a 55-yard field goal attempt. So, as I said before, like I said, as a Panthers fan, watched Eddie for a long time, since 2022. I think that's when he started. He's good inside 50. 55 is a little bit hard. Kick is up, and it's going to be good. So, it is 10-3. Eddie is 16 for 16 so far this season. 38 seconds left to go in the second quarter. And look at the jubilation for the 49ers fans because they actually have a kicker. I mean, so do the Panthers. The Panthers got a good kicker. We got Ryan Fitzgerald, so I'm happy with him. But Eddie Pinheiro, good for you. Going to the 49ers. Able to keep his job. But yeah, no. Eddie was... Dude. I've said this before, I was at the game where Eddie missed the game-winning extra point in that game where P.J. Walker threw the 67-yard touchdown to D.J. Moore. That was 2022. And after that game, so many Panthers fans wanted him gone. But the fact is that before that game, he was like 6 for 8 on the season. And I was like, well, who are we even going to replace him? The rest of the way. 23 had a really good season as well, and that's when he started to have like the talks of him being the most accurate kicker in the NFL history at that point in time. And then he fell off pretty hard. And then he had there was a whole fiasco in the offseason. I don't really remember what that was, but it was like a whole fiasco in the offseason that we kind of had to keep. And as an interesting return up to the 15, up to the 20. and down to the 20-yard line. Goodness gracious. So Jamal Agnew did not have the best return there. So 32 seconds left to go, second quarter. One timeout for the Falcons, but they get into range. They get in range. Yeah, terrible return by Agnew. Terrible return. It was one of those knuckleball kicks and it hit at the 15-yard line. He tried to slide in to get it, but from the 21-yard line, shotgun formation, running back to his right, Michael Penix draws back a pass and is going to take a deep shot, and it's going to be caught at the 40-yard line. First down for Drake London. He gets out of bounds. 27 seconds left to go. Falcons, you're getting good. You're getting a good field position. Well, I was really holding out for the 6-7 score. Only thing cheering me up right now. Well, it is 10-3, so maybe not 6-7. But it's going to be shotgun formation, drops back a pass, and gets some pressure. He's going to take another deep shot, and he's going to get Darnell Mooney up to 30, up to 25, and down to about the 23-yard line. 16 seconds left to go, and a timeout is called by the Falcons. They're probably going to try to take some shots at the end zone, but if not, you can get 6-10. So not 6-7, you can get 6-10. But Darnell Mooney, deep ball on, who is this? No, who's Little Jr.? He got absolutely cooked. As I'm saying, you get in the field goal range. Obviously, you wish you would have gotten out of bounds, but, So 17 seconds remain. No timeouts for the Falcons. Michael Penix Jr. bleeding from his right elbow. Just to add that to it. All right, Michael Penix going to be in shotgun formation with Bijan to his right. Draws back a pass, and he's got time. He's going to scramble. It's going to throw this one away. That's fine. So 10 seconds remain. Second down, 10 for the 22-yard line. Bryce Huff with the pressure. Like I said, San Francisco does get the ball to start the second half. So it is important to get some kind of points. And there was a flag, and I think it's going to be intentional grounding, and that's a 10-second runoff. That's crazy. That's going to be the end of the first half. Oh, my gosh. It's going to be the end of the first half. That's a 10-second runoff. Or I think it is a 10-second runoff. Right? Yeah, if that's intentional grounding, that's, yeah. Intentional grounding, offense. Yep. The 10-second runoff. Yes, and that's the end of the first half. That's how it ends. Oh, my gosh. So, because is... Oh, gosh. Michael. Yep. So, he's inside the pocket clearly. And he throws it. There's no one there. It's intentional grounding. It's a 10-second runoff. There was 10 seconds left. And so you're going to halftime. So it's 10-3 going to halftime. Yeah, Zoe. Dude, man. Ooh. That's brutal. That's absolutely brutal. I'm so sorry, Manuel. Oh, man. You had it. You had, that's the thing. You were driving down the field. And because Darnell Mooney did not go out of bounds and instead try to get some more yards, you had to call your timeout. So you had 17 seconds left. And then Michael Penix drops back a pass. Throws it away. And has intentional grounding. And it's a long ball. That's the thing. It's a long ball. So it takes it a while to get to the dirt. And so it's intentional grounding. Oh man, that sucks. That sucks. I'm so sorry, Emmanuel. Drake London was wide open in the end zone. Penix, what are you doing? I know. I know. That's not what you said there, Emmanuel, but I made it up at the end. Yeah, I don't know. I don't. I don't know. That's crazy, dude. Well, you're down by 7, and, not looking good. But at the same time, you're able to move the ball. Obviously, you want to get Bijan Robinson a little more involved because he has not been at all. I think he's like, what, 42 total yards? So hopefully, hopefully, question, hopefully you're able to, you know, hopefully you're able to stop the 49ers to start the second half. The 49ers are getting the ball start the second half. And move the ball, score a touchdown, hopefully, tied up the game. But yeah, that's a little concerning. A little concerning you only scored 3 points in the first half. Mooney, I love regardless. Pitts is doing nicely for me. And fantasy at least. Come on, dude. I can't even be happy about that. Well, yeah, it's I don't know. Like I said, I want to be optimistic. I want to be optimistic. But the fact that you only have 3 points and your defense not be able to stop Christian McCaffrey and not having Devon Diablo surely is definitely hurting that fact. But you got really lucky with the tipped up interception that stopped another drive for the 49ers. And the 49ers have like close to I think they have close to like 150 total yards, and you have like maybe well, no, you gained some more there, so you probably like close to like 120, but still, like you got to be able to you got to be able to actually capitalize. Manuel, I understand when you censor comment, Ryan. I try to censor myself as much as possible, but emotions are high for me right now. Totally understand that. I don't mind when you change my words. You got a professional life to maintain. That is true. That is true. And professional life that obviously, like I said, we I don't use cuss words to begin with. I don't. Uh, that's just like because I've had students ask me that before, and I was like, well, one, it's unprofessional if I say it in the classroom, and I said two, like I like for me personally, I said that if I do cuss in my personal life, I said that the only reason why I do so is so that people will know, like, oh, I mean business because, like, he normally doesn't cuss, so, like, oh, he means business, and that's what I'm talking about. And then they understand. They don't ask me questions anymore about the why don't I cuss. But I'm like, they're like, why don't you cuss? I'm like, because I'm not supposed to. I was like, you shouldn't cuss in a teacher setting. But anyways, let's see here. Oh, so 18th ranked run defense is why it is like this. Not all doom and gloom yet, but some doom and gloom. Just a little smidge. Just a smidge. They're showing right now the Broncos versus Giants recap. Like I said, I think that should not have been called a pass interference. Anyways, it would have been ticky-tack at best. But the fact that Broncos still won it is amazing to see. And that kicker is going to be cut immediately. The fact that you missed two extra points and you lose by 1 point, But, like I said, I think the Falcons still have a chance. Obviously, you're only down by 7 points, so it might be all doom and gloom. But we gotta, we gotta do some things. So, 33 points in the fourth quarter, most by a team that was shut out through 3 quarters in NFL history. So, let's give a round of applause. Zoe, your Broncos did amazing. They did amazing. Denver's second win when trailing by 19 plus points in fourth quarter in franchise history. Last time was 1983 against the Colts. Mm, 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 mm. Oh, wait. Jackson was 15 for 33. That's abysmal. Good night. That's a 50%. Dobie. Could be way worse. Hopefully, the Falcons can mount a comeback. Exactly. Like I said, there's still potential. Absolutely, still potential. Um, but you got to get some things going. Got to get some things going. I'm rooting for the comeback as well. Exactly. We're all rooting for the Falcons, Emmanuel. We're all rooting for them. I'm rooting for them because I want you to be able to limit C-Mac for the rest of the game. At the same time, if you lose, then it helps division for me. But I say, like I said, hey, man, not thinking about that right now. But I also want you to be happy. So that's what's kind of like, tipped me into the scale to the Falcons. We all should be happy. I mean, Dobie, you're happy. Bears won. Sure. Initially, it was a blowout, and then I said it shouldn't be. You don't want it to be a blowout, and then it almost wasn't a blowout, and the Saints came back. But then, like I said, you handle business, so you're good. Zoe, your Broncos came back from behind. They won. Obviously, didn't like the way that you win, but you won either way. Panthers, defensive struggle bus for sure. Bryce, hopefully he's not super injured. They said that he should be fine. So bad about that. And so you should be happy, Daniel. Exactly. You should be happy. Now, will you though? Depends on how the Falcons show up in the second half. Let's see here. You're right, Dobie and Zoe and Ryan. I've just been burnt too many times by this team. I've seen this type of trap game so much. Yeah. Well, like I said, if you lose, it's not the end of the world. You'll be 3-3. Be 3-3, and it could be better. But if you win, then you got the added fact of like, hey, you know what? You got if somehow it comes down to wild cards in between you and the 49ers, you have the same exact record. You'd have the tiebreaker of the 49ers, so obviously that would definitely help. But this is a big but. If you lose, that's understandable because the 49ers are a good team. They're good. Like I said, they got Christian McCaffrey. You're banged up. They're banged up. It's a back and forth game. So we wouldn't be like, oh man, we understandable. So it'd be a good team if you did lose. So, Manuel, hope is at a high. Going into a game that we can definitely win will be hard but winnable. I don't know who exactly is to blame, but Zach Robinson is usually my scapegoat. I would say kind of. The reason why I would say kind of is the fact that you've been stalling out some of his execution, for sure, but some of his also play calling, and I feel like, we can kind of see that there's a lot of play calling issues when it comes to Zach Robinson, or that's how it's been for the last couple of years, well, last 2 years. Let's see here. But 4-2 and Bucks losing tomorrow to be 5-2 is so much nicer than 3-3 and Bucks 5-2 or even 6-1. Bucks might have overcome a 4-game division lead, but we have choking. My bad. I saw checking, but we have choking in our DNA. Yeah, I'm picking the Lions to win tomorrow because I want them to win. Do I think they're going to? Probably not. But I can hope, and I'll be streaming that game too. I can hope the Lions will beat the Buccaneers. And if the Buccaneers are 5-2 and we're 4-3, we're only, like a game and a half behind. We're only a game behind, right? Yeah, we're only a game behind. So, like I said, I would just like that. I would like that a lot. And if you are 4-2, then you would be like well, they have the tiebreaker over you, so you'd be a game and a half behind for sure. But at the same time, you'd be like, hey, you got a shot. You got a shot. At the same exact time, the Bucks look like a wagon, and I'm upset about it. I'm upset because I didn't want to believe it. I didn't want to believe in their defense. I hate the fact they got Mika Buka. Oh my gosh, I was so peeved that they got Mika Buka. Because I was like, why? I was like, you don't even need a Mika Buka. You got two great wide receivers, and then now because they got a Mika Buka, them having wide receiver problems as far as like them being injured didn't really matter because they had a Mika Buka. And it's like that sucks. That literally sucks. Let's see. Mooney is back. That's something good. Really wish we had Walker and Bowman. That would be huge. Big middle linebacker, outside linebacker, and great nickel corner are hard to replace. Yes, they are. Like I said, they're banged up too, especially like their weapons on the offense, especially on the offense side of the ball. Like I said, your wide receivers for the 49ers are Kendrick Bourne. Juan Jennings did come back, and you do have George Kittle back. But it has mainly been Chris McCaffrey. And unfortunately, they have been able to work themselves with Chris McCaffrey, and it sucks to see because I'm like, dadgummit, I don't need him to go do well. Emmanuel, I wouldn't say it's division or bust, but it's playoffs or bust. Wild card is the minimum expectation for how talented we are. That's fair. Like I said, I think you'll be in the hunt, but your schedule is still tough. Like, you still got the Rams just like we do. I'm pretty sure you still got the Seahawks as well, right? I think you still play the Seahawks. I don't think you play the Cardinals yet, have you? I don't think you have. And the Cardinals are a weird team, man. They're just a weird team. So, like I said, you have a little bit of a tough schedule ahead of you. And I don't know. I want to believe that you can be able to make the playoffs, but I just don't have the faith. I don't. And so this is an important game for y'all. This is an important game for y'all. Because like if it comes down between you and the 49ers, which I think the 49ers have a very easy schedule, like it's going to suck for you. Up to 25 and down to about the 31, 32-yard line. Tackled by Felipe Franks. That's going to be first down 10 for the 49ers. Second fewest rushing yards in a half with 31. Like I said, not really able to get Bijan involved. Cubs, Bucks, Seahawks, Rams are the hardest games coming up. No, we haven't played Seahawks or Cards yet. That's what I thought. Hand out to Chris McCaffrey. He's going to gain only 1 yard. And it's going to be second down and 9 for the 49ers. But yeah, like I said, you already lost to the Bucks. Hopefully you don't get swept by the Bucks. You got us, 16th, at home. Hopefully you don't get swept by us. Colts, probably lost. Seahawks, going to be a toss-up. Rams, probably a loss, but it's going to be kind of toss-up as well. So if you tell me we sneak into the 7th seed and lose, I'd say that's realistic. That's fair. And Matt Jones escaped pressure and is going to throw this one away. And it's going to be third down and 9. 14:09 left to go in the third quarter. All right, so 14:09 left to go in the third quarter. Third down 9. Shotgun formation with Christian McCaffrey to his left. Drops back to pass, get immediate pressure. Throws, must be caught for a first down. Up to, Kendrick Bourne. and it's going to be at the 42. Yep, first down for the 49ers. Ah, goodness gracious. Yeah, they brought the nickel blitz. That's what opened up the gap. So first down 10. Mac Jones 10 for 16, 79 yards and interception. Under center, two tight ends to the right. Going to send Moore into motion. Draws back to pass and is going to sidestep, check it down to Moore, who is going to make one man miss 45 up to the 50, up to the 45, and down to about the 41-yard line. First down, 49ers. Old Sky Moore. Made a little floor meet, and then got tackled by James Pierce Jr. I said meet, a bit miss. From the 42-yard line, I formation. Christian McCaffrey in the backfield. Going to be handed Christian McCaffrey, who's going to get up to the 40 and up to about the 30, I'll probably say 37-yard line. 37-38. So second down about 5 for the 49ers. Dad, when was the last time the Falcons played consistent football? I don't know, son. Before I was born? Yeah, that's possible. From the 38-yard line, going to be a hand of Christian McCaffrey. He's going to be getting about to the 31. Yeah, it's about a 2-yard gain. It's going to be third down and 4. Yeah, it's been a while for both of us being consistent. We are on a 3-game win streak, but then again, also against a pretty bad team, so take on the grain of salt. Third down and 4, 11:45. Let's go in this third quarter. Mac Jones going to be in with a shotgun or empty set. Shotgun. Going to be a hand of Christian McCaffrey, who is going to get the first down to the 30, up to the 25, and down to about the 24, 23. First down 10. McCaffrey goes to the sideline. Dadgummit, man. First down 10, 11 minutes left to go in the third quarter, under center. And going to be a play action on 10, 10:55 to go in the third quarter. Like I said, my nose keeps on getting stopped up. That's the reason why I sound kind of weird. I hate that. Like I said, Christian McCaffrey getting himself a little bit of break. Mac Jones under center with Brian Robinson in the backfield. And it's going to be a hand of Brian Robinson, who's going to lose about a yard. Great job there by Onyemata. And it's going to be third down and 11 from the 25-yard line. And Christian McCaffrey comes back onto the field. Please, Atlanta, find it in your heart to find some way to get a stop here. Third down 11. Mac, it'll be a shotgun formation. Christian McCaffrey to his left. To his right. Drops back to pass. Bringing it 4. Throws, and it's going to be caught, but it's going to be out of bounds. My inside of my knee, like the knee pit, is like itchy. That's what I'm scratching right there. I don't know what do you call that? It's like your knee pit. What is your knee pit called? I don't know what it's called, but it's itchy. So it is what's this? About a 43-yard field goal. Kick is up. Kick is good. So it is 13-3. 10:09 left to go in the third quarter. So you did get a stop technically. They did still score. But it is your turn to respond. Falcons, get Bijan involved somehow, some way. He shouldn't have only 42 total yards. Dobie, Blue Jays looking to force a Game 7. Oh, okay, Blue Jays. I am excited for that ALCS game. I know it's starting right now. Um, I'm not watching it right now because I'm watching this game, but I might put it on after this game gets done. Well, no, I probably won't because it depends. It might be ending right because what is it right now? Let's see. ALCS. Tap that in. ALCS. Um, of course, not showing it. Come on, do me a favor and show it. All right, so middle of six. It is 5-2. Toronto is up, so that would be nice to see if it goes to Game 7. Now, obviously, it would suck because the Dodgers swept the Brewers, so like you have to go to Game 7 while your opponent is like, I'm just sitting here resting. But at the same time, for baseball's sake, a Game 7 is amazing. So it would be nice to see if that happens. Wouldn't it be nice? Maybe. Goodness gracious, I keep getting it stopped up. But yeah, so if I'm the Falcons, you just gotta get Bijan involved. Like right, he only has 42 total yards is abysmal. So, man, you were talking about that earlier. Um, that is, that is definitely going to be on Zach Robinson not getting him more involved. Some of it, like I said, is execution, but at the same time, it's just like Zach Robinson, he's had his own problems for sure. For sure. So, let's see here. Right now, showing Bijan versus Christian McCaffrey. Like I said, both of them outstanding players in college. Very similar skill sets as well. Uh, yeah. But Bijan's not going to be traded, though. We held them. Defense is doing their jobs. Please, offense, do something. Anything, please. That's the hope. We return to the 8-yard, up to the 10, 15, up to 20, up to 25, 30, up to the 35, up to 40, up to the 45, up to the 50, and down to the 47-yard line. Jamal Agnew. Great return there. First down and 10 for the Falcons. 10:02 left to go in the third. 13-3. Let's see. You got great field position. Got amazing field position. All right, so from the 48-yard line, pistol formation, Bijan Robinson in the backfield. Going to be a handoff to the left side, and he's going to get up to the 45 and down to about the 42-yard line. Nice game there. It's going to be second down about 5 for the Falcons. Goodness gracious. That's something I will take exactly, Emmanuel. A long return is good. Oh, actually a 6-yard gain, so second down 4. So second down 4 from the 42-yard line. Got to get to 38. Going to be pistol formation once again. Bijan Robinson in the backfield. 2 tight end set. Going to send tight end over to the left. Going to be a hand of Bijan Robinson. He's going to try to get up to the 40. So 2-yard gain. Third down and 2 from the 40-yard line. Ah. 9:07, let's go in the third quarter. Yeah. It's showing Freddie Warner once again, like I say, he's got his leg elevated because he freaking broke his ankle, I think. So, third down and 1.5. Going to send Ty in motion over to the left. Going to be a handoff to Tyler Algier. He's going to try the left side. He's going to get the first down up to the 35-yard line. First down 10 for the Atlanta Falcons. Why are they showing Tatum Bethune's pregame? Oh, he had like Warner on the back. Okay, I got you. Okay. So, 8-11, let's go in the third. 13-3. Falcons are driving in the 35-yard line. Pistol formation with Tyler Algier in the backfield. Going to send Kyle Pitts in motion over to the right. Draws back to pass and it fakes the snap and going to throw. This is going to be caught by up to the 20. Up to about the 18-yard line is Kyle Pitts. 7:50 left to go in the third quarter. First down and 10 for the Atlanta Falcons. They're driving Emmanuel. They're driving. They faked the screen to Bijan and then kind of threw like a nice little wheel route to Kyle Pitts. So first down 10 for the 18-yard line. Bijan Robinson is going to be over to the left. Tyler Algier behind him. Now going to send Bijan in motion over to the right. And going to be a quick swing pass to Bijan up to the 15 and down to the 10-yard line. Nice 8-yard gain. Second down and 2 for the Atlanta Falcons. 7:05 left to go in the third quarter. You got to score a touchdown here. Absolutely got to score a touchdown here. Kyle Pitts is my Pookie. He's producing something exactly. He's been producing something this year for sure. So, going to be shotgun formation. Tight end to his right. Going to send Kyle Pitts in motion up to the right. Drops back a pass. Throws a quick little screen pass to Bijan Robinson, who's going up to the 5, and he's going to walk in to the end zone for the score, and that's going to make it 9-13 extra point, and this will be a 3-point game. Bijan finally being used, and he has now got his touchdown. See, that's what I'm saying, Zach Robinson. All you got to do is try to get Bijan in space, and it works. It works. It always seems like my upstairs neighbor are running. I don't know why. Yeah, that's literally running right there. I don't know. Maybe they got some kids. I don't know. Kick is up. Kick is good. So it is going to be a 3-point game, 10-13. 6:28 left to go in the third quarter. So, Emmanuel, how you feeling? Down by 3 still, but, they're actually moving the ball. And they're getting Bijan involved. And my nose is still stopped up, so I'm still, trying to get rid of that thing. Goodness. Let me actually check and see right now. What is CMC's fantasy? Oh, wait, no, scoring leads what I'm looking for. Hold up a second. Come on. There we go. All right. The show goes on. One Chicago is back. Chicago Fire, Chicago PD, and Chicago Med. All right, so let's see here. CMC, he is having right now 19. So he already hit what he needed to. So unless he gets shut down for the rest of the game, which is not going to happen, and unless Nico goes nuclear, I'm going to lose this week. Good stuff. Bijan makes me so happy. Manuel, should I switch to my Bijan shirt or should I stay in my Walker jersey? You guys think it's bad luck to switch mid-game? I don't know. I only switched because Derek Brown had a really good game, so I was like, I want to wear his jersey tonight. He had 2 sacks, so pretty good day. 2 sacks, 3 batted passes. So yeah. Um, Thank you, Zoe. It's nice to have others cheer us on. I hate the band Chicago unironically. Oh, ironically. How so? Like, do you hate certain songs about Chicago or just them in general? Because I can understand it. Like, if I heard, you're the meaning in my life, you're the inspiration. Like, if I heard that, like, continuously for all time, I can understand being upset about that song. From the 5 to 10, 15, up to the 20, up to the 25, and oh my golly, he got absolutely blew up. It has to be the 25-yard line for the, what's the one that's for Chicago? It's, um, there's that one, and there's, if you leave me now, take away the biggest part of me. Like that song, too. All I remember that was also being sung by Butters and, South Park. From a 25-yard line, under center, with Christian McCaffrey in the backfield. Going to send Kendrick Bourne in motion up to the right. Going to be handed to Christian McCaffrey, who is going to get up about 2 yards in the play. Second down, 8. Emmanuel just picked up Mooney off waivers when healthy last year. Was one of the best wide receiver 2 of the year. Yes, he was. 6:03 left to go in the third quarter. Second down and 8 for the 49ers. Yeah, I don't mind Chicago, but I don't want to hear it a lot. They are one of those. I guess they are. They're kind of one of those bands you can only like stomach for like a little bit. Shotgun formation, drops back a pass. Mac Jones going to check it down to Christian McCaffrey, who's going to make one man miss, go up to the 30, and gets the first down. Well, hold a second. No, they claimed that he was out of bounds early, so it is going to be a 3rd down and 1 for the 49ers. Dobie. I never liked that band. People would say I must be a fan since I like the Bears, Cubs, and Bulls, but nah. Well, that makes sense. So, like, not makes sense people saying that you should like it because you're, like, a fan of Chicago fans. But, like, I mean, what, you're a fan of the Chiefs, so you got to, like, carry on wayward son. I mean, you should, but Juszczyk is going to lose yardage, and it's going to be a loss of 2 yards there. So 4th down and 3 for the 49ers, and they're going to have to punt this ball away. So instead of going with the hot hand, they decided, you know what we're going to do? We're going to go back to college football 2014, and we're going to do fullback dive. And it did not work. Great penetration there by Zach Harrison, cleaned up by Xavier Watts, and also number 95. So 4th and 3, got to punt this ball away. But yeah, that's like saying like if you're from like if you like the Kansas City Royals, Kansas City Royals, they're in Missouri, right? Right? Am I right about that one? Return is 20 up to 25, up to 30, and cuts back into the 33-yard line. That is going to be 1st down 10 for the Falcons. Gonna commercial break. Gonna go to commercial break. So 14 left to go in 3rd. So like. Or if you're from Alabama, you gotta like the band Alabama. Which I mean, honestly, if you like country music, you more than likely like Alabama. Like, obviously, there's some people who don't like Dixieland Delight because, especially if you hear it all the time, maybe you don't. Most people do. I mean, they got a lot of Mountain Music is a good one as well. Dude, Tennessee Christmas around Christmas time is awesome too, especially if you're going through Tennessee. Dude, that's amazing. Going down to Texas, got a half fill in the band. That lead guitar's hot, but not for a Louisiana man. Albums got some hits. What's another one? It's a state. What is another one? It's a state. Well, see, Chicago is a city, so why are we talking about the state ones? What's another band that's a city name besides Chicago, obviously? I can't think of one. What's another band that's just the city name? Like you got Miami Conga. Is it Miami Conga Machine? Yeah, that's the one that come make money do that conga. No, you like do it any longer. Um, what's another one that is like just got the name of a city? Oh, from the city. I don't know. I'm trying to think. There's no Atlanta. There's no Houston. I don't think there's one that just says New York. I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to think of anybody, but I can't think of anything. Let's see here. Emmanuel, let's freaking go defense. That's what I love to see. I've decided to keep the Walker jersey on since I chose to believe it represents the defense as a whole, and I love good defenses more than good offenses. Good defense keeps you in the game. Ah, like I said, they actually use Bijan though. That's what's going to happen, and they really use Bijan. Ah, goodness gracious, my nose. So from the 33-yard line, Penix going to be in shotgun formation with tight end to his right. Going to send Bijan in motion. Going to be a play action PA boot. He's going to throw in the run, and it's going to be incomplete. Trying against Darnell Mooney. It's going to be second down and 10. 4:12. Let's go in the third quarter. Boston. That's right, Boston. Yep. More than a feeling. That's right, Emmanuel. Ah, shoot. Yep, I messed up Boston. Yep, more than a feeling. And you also got no, just what I need is by the Cars. What's the other one? There's more than a feeling about Boston. What's the other song that's popular about Boston? I'm thinking of it right now. It's on the same album too. So I'm just picturing like the album like on like I'm picturing now is the iPod Touch that we had, and when we first used iTunes, my dad got a couple of songs he wanted, and More Than a Feeling. What's the other one that he had on there? He also has some Toto songs in there too. From the 28-yard line, because of penalty, first down 15, going to be a hand to Bijan. He's going to get basically back to the 30, so he's second down and 13. Yeah, Boston's in one. Boston, I forgot about Boston. Yeah. Slipped away. Oh, let's see. Boston's one. What's another one for a city? Don't know. Maybe. Ooh, excuse me. Second down 13 from the 30-yard line. Shotgun formation. Tight end to his right. Drops back to pass. Bring the blitz. And that is going to be incomplete. Third down 13. 3:27 to go in the third quarter. I had to reset my phone because speak to text didn't even want to work at all. It was like, nah, we're not doing that. Nah. So this comment is going to be super late, but yes, keep adding names of cities. So not what I wanted to say like 5 minutes ago. That's not fair. Every other city or state has bands, better bands than Chicago. Yeah. Drops better pass on third and 13. Throws a bullet and has to be caught. That's up to the 48-yard line. And Washington's claiming that he caught it. They're saying first down 10. Let's see here. Yeah, that's a catch. That is a catch. It's laying on his wrist. So first down 10, 2:55. Pistol formation with Bijan in the backfield. Yeah, Kansas got some classic hits for sure. Gonna send Kyle Pitts in motion over to the left. And gonna be a screen pass to him, and I think that's incomplete. Yes, the incomplete pass. Incomplete pass, second down 10. Either way, he would have got back to the last scrimmage, so it didn't really matter. So second down 10. 2:38 left to go in the third quarter. It is 13-10. Yep. hit the ground. Robinson has the same exact vibe as Derek. Like he's got like some mascara on, because he's like it's either very very thick, or he's got like the Derek Carr like vibe where like it just looks like he's got some mascara. One-handed grab by Drake London gains 9 yards, third down and 1. Wait, are they saying it's first down? No, they're saying it's first down. Wow. Oh my gosh. One-handed grab by Drake London. Let's see here. Yeah, that's first down. I know plenty of Alabama songs too, far better than what Chicago has ever put out. True. No truer words ever been spoken there, Dobie. Casey Washington, sleeper wide receiver out of Illinois last year, hidden gem of our draft class last year. So, we're going to be pistol formation, Bijan in the backfield. Going to be a hand to Bijan, who's going to try to cut inside, and he got absolutely walloped. Got 1 yard there. Talking about his legs. I can only imagine Chris Collinsworth talking about someone's legs. He's like, that's some nice rotation. As I'm just explaining, I'm not trying to do his voice. I'm sure he's just like, that's some nice rotation right there. He just has some very sussy things sometimes. So second down and 9, shotgun formation with tight end to his right. It's more so the way he says it. Drops back to pass, is getting pressure, and he's going to get sacked, but he threw out of a sack. So there was a person in the area. So it's not, it's not illegal, intentional grounding. Goodness gracious. 1:11 to go in the third quarter, third down 9. And that is a Lucas, who was formerly on the Lions all those years ago on Hard Knocks, where I remember him. Dobie, plenty of people know Song of the South, and you're going to play it in Texas. You got to have a fill in the band. But I'm more in love with the First Degree and mountain music. Mountain music just hits. Mountain music hits. So, drop back to pass, is getting pressure. Pitts throws and it's incomplete. Try to get to Kyle Pitts. However, there is a flag, and I'm assuming it's a legal shift. I'm a little first degree. Well, in the first degree, yes. Sorry. Yeah. Loving the First Degree and mountain music, yeah. Delayed game, actually. Oh. That's pretty close, though. All right, so 3rd and 14. We got running back Bijan to his left. Kyle Pitts is tight end. Gonna sing Drake London in motion, drops back to pass. Throws to the left side, and that's going to be incomplete. Try to get to Casey Washington. Incomplete pass. 4th and 14 at 1:06 left to go in the third quarter. Got to punt this ball away, unfortunately. Goodness. So, opinion on for the boot. One assist left to go in the third. Kick is away, and it's going to be nicely done. Nicely done. Down at about the 2-yard line. So first down 10 for the 49ers, about the 2-yard line. 58 seconds left to go in the third quarter. So 13-10. I'm trying to think if there's any other ones that we didn't talk about. Like I said, there's no. Is there a Mississippi one? No. Well, Florida is technically Florida, so if you want to go by that, Florida. I don't think there's a band named Tennessee. There's not one Kentucky, West Virginia or Virginia. No Maryland, no Delaware, No New Jersey, no New York, no Pittsburgh, uh, no Massachusetts, no Vermont, no New Hampshire, no Maine, no Illinois, no Michigan. I'm just going all the way through. Oh, this. Oh, well, no, it's not. It's not just called Ohio. Is it Ohio? Is it Ohio Players? Is that what this name called? Fire. Is that by Ohio? It's Ohio Players, so not just Ohio. Florida Georgia line is awful. I think didn't I do? Yeah, I did. I made a joke about Florida Georgia line for Tennessee, didn't I? I think I did. I think I did for the Titans. I did a joke for Georgia line was like almost like uh, throwing up because the Florida Georgia line was considered country. It is just so bad. I cannot stand Cruise or Holy or Let It Be. I can't stand that because one, it was played so many times, and also it's that like twangy up to the nth degree. Let it be, baby, just let it be. Like I can't do that. Or to being good music, it's bad music. Like they're so popular. I don't understand it. Ohio Players, I would count it. Like I said, it's good music. Good music. Chris McCaffrey gets about 4 yards in the carry, second down 6. The walk-off against the Bucks will be one of my most cherished football memories, even if I was half distracted during it. Goodness gracious, sorry about that. It's country pop. Yeah, W, it is kind of country pop. It's like country pop slash like nah, it's more just country pop. Second down 6 from the 8-yard line, under center is Mac Jones with Chris McCaffrey in the backfield. Drops back a pass, gets some pressure, throws to be Chris McCaffrey. First down to the 15-yard line. Nice catch and go. 12 seconds, probably into the third quarter. First down 10 from the 15 for the San Francisco 49ers. We can start naming things just based on places like Chattahoochee. Ah, there you go. Way down yonder on the Chattahoochee. It gets hotter than a hoochie coochie. Yep, you could do Chattahoochee. If we did songs based on places, that could go a long way. A lot of different ones. Because there's also that one dude who just sings songs about random places, but I'm not counting that. Okay, if we talk about songs that had that talk about cities, are we doing ones that just have to be a city, or does it have to be just the city name, or can it be there's a snowman in Birmingham. That song during Christmas time always hits. Always hits. It's by the Mississippi Pirates. I think so. That's their name. But that one always hits during Christmas time. Like I said, that one's good. Trying to think what's just for Alabama. Let's see what's it. No, if that's his game, I wouldn't count it. He would just be naming every song then. Yeah. If that's his game, that's whose game? My game? I'm confused. I got confused. I don't know. Yeah, like I said, I don't like Georgia Line. Only other place I could think of at the moment, at the top of my head, is maybe Amityville. Isn't that like the horror place? The horror. I gotta make sure. I gotta make sure that my southern is not just hurting myself. Horror. Isn't that the horror place? Because whenever we did a little shop of horrors, we had to make sure that we we were specific, because otherwise it does not sound like horror when you say it fast. It sounds like we're doing the. It sounds like we're doing the movie that Dolly Parton got starred in. Let's see here. What was that? Gimmick, not game. Oh, okay. That's his gimmick. Okay. But yeah, no. I don't know. I don't understand why some people like some of the bands that they like, but it's not really for me to decide. At the same time, it's just like, why? 15, going to be a drop back to pass. Mac Jones got plenty of time to throw. He's going to check it down to Chris McCaffrey to 20, 25, up to the 28-yard line. So, yeah, Chris McCaffrey's going to song. Oh, okay. But yeah, like I said, I just know it as the horror, because you got that Amityville. I don't know how you say it. I always say his name, but horror, because it's the one that Ryan Reynolds is like the father in it, right? I think that's what the movie. Going to be hand to Christian McCaffrey. He's going to get to about the 30-yard line. It's going to be gain of 2 yards. Second down, 8. A nice catch, LOL. I got worried for a second and wondered what kind of establishments you've seen, LOL. Yeah. Like I said, there's some times where I realize my southern accent will make me kind of like draw things out a little bit, like, yeah. And so I won't like enunciate my words, and yeah. From a 30-yard line, second down 8, drops back to pass, and throws a little bit of a jump ball, but Juan Jennings catches it and then technically fumbles it, but they say he's still a catch and it went out of bounds. So third down, and I don't know where they're going to place it. I'm going to say third down and 4. I might be right, I might be wrong. Don't know. Third down and 3. Okay, we're close enough. That's what the movie is based on. That horror movie is actually a true story. That's what I thought. Third down and 3. Shotgun formation with Chris McCaffrey over to his left. And got plenty of time taking a deep shot. Goodness gracious. And incomplete pass. And that is none other than number 21 with the deflection. 4th and 3. That's huge. Oh, good for him. Well, really and truly, it's just, actually just Robinson just missing it. It goes right through his hands. And George Kittle almost collapsed to the ground. He's like, I put this ball away. And you almost block it, though. Should be a pretty good return. And good return to the 12 and up to the 15 and down to about the 17-yard line. That's where the Falcons are going to start off with 12:48 left to go in the fourth quarter, down by 3. Because is it based on a true story? I don't know, dude. I think who was it? Parker that asked me that before. I think it was Parker that asked me before if I believed in ghosts or something like that. I don't know why I believe, because like I said, they've experienced stuff like that, but I haven't. And so that's the reason why I don't really believe it. I think for the most part, it's like your brain trying to find a pattern. That's typically what your brain tries to do. And so, like in the same exact vein as when you're a kid and you patterns. So I don't know. I mean, I literally, like I said, I talked about this the last time. Like, so just saying, like. Not like, oh, well, you haven't had experience like that. Been in the same exact house as Ashes, so like you would think. Just saying, just putting that out there. My Q's didn't get cooked in coverage. Color me surprised. Yep, he is. Mac Jones' stance when he holding the ball, I love and hate it at the same time. It's just so goofy, and I hate that we are getting beat by Mac freaking Jones. No, Emmanuel. Let's be real. Be real with ourselves. You're not getting beat by Mac Jones. He may be the quarterback, but you're getting beat by Christian McCaffrey. That's who you're getting beat by. Because he is quite literally beating the whole entire offense. So it sounds like Chris Collinsworth is comparing Bijan Robinson to Damian Thomason, which is fair. But I'm sure he's like, now here's a guy, what he typically does. But yeah, you're more so losing to Christian McCaffrey. So, pistol formation. Going to send Drake London in motion over to the right. Now motion back over to the left. Tyler Algier in the backfield. Now I'm going to send Darnell Mooney in motion over to the right. And going to be a hand of Tyler Algier who's going to get up to the 20, up to about the 25-yard line. Nice 8-yard carry there. It's be second down and 2. What's up there, Zoe? Let's see here. I 100% agree with you, Ryan. On it's mostly a pattern finding thing. And Emmanuel, I hate that Matt Jones is a team that's beating us. Me and McCorkle got some beef. I can understand that. So actually, they're going to get say at the 24-yard line. So like down 3. Gonna send Bijan Robinson in motion over to the left. Going to be a swing pass to him. He's got some blockers out in front to the 25 to the 30, up to the 35 and powering through Alabama. They didn't play you in the SEC championship game though. That was Florida and the SEC championship game. But I remember when we beat them in 2019. That was nice. That was the last time we beat Alabama. So from the 39-yard line, big hands to Bijan Robinson, and they're all over him. He lost like 2 yards there. Second down, 12. But yeah, so like I said, I think it's more like a pattern finding thing. Looky there. Chris McCaffrey has 103 rushing yards and 46 receiving yards. Bijan has 41 rushing yards and 45 receiving yards. 11 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. All 3 timeouts for each team. 3-point game. From the 37-yard line, shotgun formation with tie to his left. Gonna send Bijan into motion. Drops back to pass. Throws. That's going to be Kyle Pitts, who gets up to the 43-yard line on Malik Mustafa. And it's going to be a first down for the Atlanta Falcons. Kyle Pitts is having an amazing game. Shout out Kyle Pitts. Kyle Pitts, 7 receptions for 61 yards. Nice. So, from the 44-yard line, 10-15 left to go in the fourth quarter. Shotgun formation with Tyler Algier to his left. Going to send number 87 in motion over to the left. And going to be a hand of Tyler Algier who can get to the 41-yard line before he gets absolutely crushed by Malik Mustafa and also Deshaun Elliott. So getting about 3 yards there, second down 7. And Tyler Algier's kind of shaking up a little bit. Let's see here. Oh, Zoe just said, let's go. Let's go. If you want to let me know. I got that song stuck in my head because about like 2 or 3 months ago, I don't know why, but all of a sudden, like my mind was just thinking of like old Madden like songs that I listen to all the time, like "Let's Go," and then there was what's the one? It was the one with Lil Wayne. It's a rock song. "Let It Rock." Let it rock, let it rock, let it rock, and take your time. Like that song. That song got stuck in my head, and then what was the other one? That's another one that was, it was like on like Madden, like I'm thinking Madden like 2012. I don't know. Oh, I don't want to work, just want to bang on my drum all day. That song also was a Madden one, and the early like 2011, 2012. I don't know, but I got like a kick of just like looking up old ones. So I'm like, I don't think the Madden songs are bad anymore, but they're not as iconic as what those ones were. Like those ones have kind of stayed the test of time. I don't think they're like the last couple ones have really been like, oh man, I gotta listen to this one all the time. Emmanuel. They keep motioning players behind Penix, and it's reminding me of when we fumbled a snap off a motioning player's leg against the Steelers. Makes me think they're worried of that for some reason. Emmanuel, if Algier gets injured, I'm writing. Well, he's a little bit. That is from when Lil Wayne made his rock album. Yes, like I said, he did a little experiment, and was that before Carter 3 or that before Carter 4? I'm trying to remember as far as like timeline wise. But yeah, like I said he when Wayne like did a little experiment, it worked out. His rock album's pretty. I would say it's pretty good. Um, like I said, I was my age is like a little bit after. Not really like I was still young when like Wayne was still at his prime, but like from what I remember is that a lot of people talked about like Wayne when he was starting out, like his mixtapes were something else. 9:52 left to go in the fourth quarter, still 13-10. See if the Falcons could do anything. They're going down that one street that's like the curvy street in San Francisco. Before Carter 4. Okay. Gotcha. I hate that Bang Trash Can song. Isn't that Green Bay's fight song when they score? Yep, yes it is. Well, as soon as I said it, I was like, I probably should have missed that one. So, second down and 8. Penix is going to dump it off to Bijan Robinson. He's got some blocks in front to the 40 and down to the 35-yard line. 7-yard gain, third down and 1 for the Falcons. 9:30 left to go in the fourth quarter. They were technically in field goal. Well, yeah, they're about close enough field goal range. But yeah, like the I think it is. Or it used to be. I don't know. I haven't been to a Packers game because I'm nowhere near the Packers, so I have no idea if they played at their house. So 35-yard line, third down and 1. Pistol formation with Bijan behind him. Going to send Ty into motion. Going to be a toss out to the right. And he is going to get back to the line of scrimmage. This will be it. So it'll be 4th and 1. And the Falcons have a decision to make. Do you go for the field goal or tie the game, or you try to go for it? 8:45 left to go in the fourth quarter. Let's see what the decision is. And it looks like they're going to be bold. Fortune favors the bold. That's what Matt Damon told me. So, 4th and 1. Gier is back out there. So, let's see here. 8:26 left to go in the fourth quarter. 4th down and 1. Shotgun formation. Going to send Drake London in motion over to the right. Drops back to pass. Is going to throw on 4th and run. Throws, and it's going to be broken up. Broken up on the play. Try to get to Drake London. And that is a turnover on downs at the 35-yard line. And as Lucas with the breakup. 8:16 left to go in the fourth quarter. And the 49ers take over, up by 3. It almost was picked. Almost was picked, too. And it went through his arms. Drake. Say, Drake. You missed that one. Well, from 35-yard line, under center. Mac Jones dropping a pass, and it's going to be a screen pass to Christian McCaffrey, who's getting up to the 35 to the 40, up to the 45 and down at the 46-yard line. First down 10 for the 49ers. Well, yeah, man, it's, you're not happy. You're not happy. Come on, you can't be not happy. You got to be happy. Happy birthday. I know. 7:50 left to go in the fourth quarter. 13-10. Still very close game. And as you said before, it is a defensive match. It is a defensive game. Christian McCaffrey has 160 total yards. I repeat, 160 total yards. Niners are going to try to milk the clock, and they can easily do so. 7:46 left to go in the fourth quarter. They say it's short, so it'll be 2nd and inches. 2nd and inches from the 44.5-yard line. Going to be Matt Jones going to run this one in, and he's going to get easily 2 yards there. So, first down 10 for the 49ers. No, it's not his birthday. I just said happy birthday. I don't know why I said happy birthday. Why did I say happy birthday? I don't know. Yeah, no, it's not his birthday. I mean, I don't believe it's your birthday. Ryan said happy birthday, or was it just a random song? It was just a random song. Yeah, just a random song there, Dobie. Gonna be Hannah Christian McCaffrey cuts back inside up to the 40, up to the of a little bit of a break. But yeah, no, I just said happy birthday. I don't know why I did, but I did. Yeah, like literally, it's Christian McCaffrey that's killing you. That's what it is. Somehow, some way, they gave you a first down. I don't know how that happened, but hand up to not Bijan, Brian Robinson. He gets 7 yards there. Second down and 3. Yep. 6:20 left to go in the fourth quarter. It's a 3-point game, but yeah, no, you're not getting a stop so far. It's kind of concerning. Maybe you can get a stop home to a field goal. Maybe, possibly. Random song is not my birthday for a while. LOL. If I could get an early birthday wish, I'd wish for a Falcons win. Hand out to Brian Robinson, who's going to get about 2 yards there. It's going to be third down to 1 for the 49ers. And Christian McCaffrey is back on the field. Perfect timing. From the 31-yard line. No, from the 31. It's third and 1. 5:40 left to go in the fourth quarter. And they're at the 33-yard line. I formation. And Matt Jones going to get the first down, gain about 2 yards there. Gaining 1 yard there. First down 10 from the 32. 5:12 left to go in the fourth quarter. It's not looking good, but I'm optimistic. You could go down there and score a touchdown. But it might have been nice if you had actually tried to go for that field goal. So Matt Jones under center. Chris McCaffrey in the backfield. Like I say, he's 168 total yards. I formation, 2 tight ends to the left. Going to be a play action pass. And Matt Jones is going to try to avoid the sack. He's going to run up to the 30. And he's going to get down to the 25 or the 24-yard line. And that is going to be a gain of 8 for Matt Jones. Second down and 2. Yeah. You got pressure on him. Surprised it wasn't called a hold, but 4:10 left to go in the fourth quarter. Second down 2. Mac Jones under center. And that is a false start, I believe. Oh, no, 12 men on the field for the defense. First down for the 49ers. Well, there you go. Falcons, I want to believe in you. Do not fail us now. You get a turnover of some kind, that would be nice. So under center from the 18-yard line, going to send Kendrick Bourne to motion over to the right, Christian McCaffrey in the backfield. And going to be a hand of Christian McCaffrey. He's going to try the right side, and he's going to sidestep a defender and gains about a yard. Second down 9. Goodness gracious, my nose. 3:45, 3:44, 3:43. Clock continues to run. All 3 timeouts for each team. Second down 8. Sneaky athletic, gym rat, yada yada, insert joke. From the 17-yard line, going to be a pitch out to Christian McCaffrey, who's going to lose about 5 yards. And it is Zach Harrison with the tackle for loss. Third down and long. And give the Falcons a chance to win this game. Third down and about 15, if I had to guess. Third down 13 from the 21.5-yard line. Mac Jones draws back a pass. They're only rushing 3. Throws. Do you want to know what happened? Do you really want to know? I could tell you that Chris McCaffrey's killing you, and he's wide stinking open, first and goal from the 5-yard line. And the Falcons call their first timeout. Yeah, 3rd and 13. Why is there no one? Oh, it's Caden Ellis. Let's see here. What are you doing there, Caden Ellis? Are you not paying attention? Yeah, you are not paying attention at all. You're not paying attention at all. He's going to Chris McCaffrey the whole entire way. He's not really good in pass covers. That makes sense, but still, maybe pay attention to where Chris McCaffrey is. That's where he's been going through the whole entire time. So it is first and goal from like the 4 or 5 yard line. Cooked, fried. Game's not over, but it's over. 2:31, first and goal from the 4. Mac Jones under center with Brian Robinson in I formation. Guess they couldn't board in motion up to the right. And we got a timeout by the 49ers for some odd reason. I'm tired, boss. I was tired for this game, boss. I really was. Is that a Green Mile impression? Goodness gracious, my mind went blank. Boss. John Candy, not John Candy. John Candy. That is not at all what his name is. John Coffey. John Candy is in fact, that's the Uncle Buck guy, right? Yeah. I formation, going to be a handoff to Chris McCaffrey, who is going to cut back inside and is going to get in for the score. Got pushed in. Chris McCaffrey, his second touchdown of the day. I'm sorry. Manuel, I'm done with Zach Robinson. He can do it every once in a while, but he's the reason we are struggling. Can't finish? Can't. And McCaffrey was bottled up, but he got pushed and he got pulled and he got dragged into the end zone for the touchdown. Yeah, I'm sorry, Manuel. The game's not technically over, but it's pretty much there. He can go head on back to OSU. They'll love him much more than we will. That's for sure. So 2:26 left to go in the fourth quarter. Extra point makes it a 10-point game. Atlanta has 2 timeouts. Kick is up and kick is good. So it is 20-10. 2:26 left to go in the fourth. Here's the deal. Obviously, there's a possibility that you could score quick. You got 2 timeouts. And, maybe your defense can get a stop if you don't get the onside kick. But we don't know. Let's see here. Emmanuel. And that's the game, ladies and gentlemen. It was nice to know y'all, but it's over. Glad my doom and despair is not over and replaced with sadness. It's replaced with sadness with enough hope that, hey, you're 3-3. You still got everything ahead of you. But there's a possibility that it could get worse. I mean, heck, you'd be losing 30-0. I'm sorry, that was a low-hanging fruit. That was low-hanging. I'm sorry, Emmanuel. I shouldn't kick while you're down. That's animal cruelty to birds. Don't be doing that. Fantasy was good. I suppose Mooney is back. Pitts played good. I'm looking at the positives, but really, this offense looks dead in the water, and there's no one I will blame more than Zach Robinson. Yeah. His love for the pistol, surprises me. I understood it last year. I understood it last year because Kurt could not move. Like it was obviously last year that Kurt could not move, so you're in the pistol, so he doesn't not have to move that much. But you got Michael Penix, who's like a decent scrambler, and you're in pistol so much of the time, and I get that maybe you're oh well we want to be um a zone running team, which is fine. You're outside zone running team, but at the same time, it's you know, you probably could do something better than that. So, I'd rather relive that game, Ryan. That's the worst part. 30-0 looks fun compared to this. Eesh. Goodness gracious. Going to be returned at the 5-yard line, the 10 to the 15, up to the 20, up to the, oh gosh, got drop kicked. That drop kicked. Yeah, Colby, number 7, back. I want Robinson's desk cleared today. Get the interns to, nematode his office clean. This is the final straw. I had to do a double check, and I was like, nematode? All right, so Michael Penix draws back to pass, throws a deep ball, and it's going to be completed. Oh, no. Oh, it's almost a Mooney. That would have been amazing. 2nd down 15. That would have been amazing. It's a little bit too far. It goes through his hands. 2nd down 10 from the 2:15. So, Michael Penix going to be in shotgun formation with Bijan Robinson to his right. Drops by the pass. Sets in the pocket. Throws, caught Mooney, and he gets down at the 40. Clock continues to run, and that's going to take us a 2-minute warning. Excuse me. Yep, 2-minute warning. So when we come back, it's at the 41-yard line. 1st down 10. Falcons down by 10 with 2 timeouts. So, not looking good, but you never say never by the Fray. That was bop back in the day. Never say never and walk you away. Oh, sorry, I got that song. I don't know why I was just thinking about songs. Just thinking about songs back in the day. And when I mean back in the day, I mean early 2000s, because it's back in the day for me. For me. Maybe not for you, but for me. Oh, man. We could have been. We could have all been happy. But it's all Zach Robinson's fault. That's not all his. Free. We could not stop him at all. Not even a speech. Oh, it's a perfume commercial? Where sometimes and you're by the way, I don't know. Emmanuel, I don't know. Emmanuel, the fan base is going to crucify. That's nice about crucify. Crucify is Crucify. Morris for not taking that field goal. Yep. Even if it was a little long for Romo, it looked stupid to not kick it, especially if you're at the 35-yard line. So it would be like a, 52? Yeah, but a 52-yard field goal? That should still be doable. Yeah, but a 52-yard field goal? That should still be doable. I like Morris enough, but a lot of the fan base hates him. Huff got there. Let's see. Bryce Huff on the right tackle, destroying him once again. Even with a chip, destroying him once again. Even with a chip. Let's see here. That's a pass. That's a pass. Incomplete pass. But yeah, no. I think part of it is because Raheem Morris was an interim head coach, and so I think there's some part of the fan base that just was not very did not like him a lot during that time. But and I think also there's a part of the fan base is so it's kind of the same thing for us as Panthers fans, where they're like, this is so ridiculous, so ridiculous. We should be better than we are. But for the Falcons, it's a lot worse because you have a lot of offensive playmakers, and you still just can't get it done. I think that's more so of a forward pass than a fumble. So that's what I would say. I would say it's a forward pass. It's under official review, but I would say it's a forward pass. I mean, it's a fumble. Then like I said, that's what the call on the field is. So that'd be inclusive evidence. So if it's upheld, then that's the game. 49ers, all I got to do is just get a first down. Please hold out to join us in the off season. We'll let you call it Hot Atlanta and give you all the lemon pepper wings you want. You have a compelling argument there, Manuel. I think Mike McDaniel would love the lemon pepper wings. I'm sure he would love to have a left-handed quarterback. I'm sure he would love to have the weapons that you have and the dynamic running back. So you definitely have a good pitch for Mike McDaniels. Second down 10, 156 left to go in the fourth quarter. From the the 40 and a half yard line. Shotgun formation, Bijan Robinson to his right. Josh for the pass is getting pressure. Good night. So, Bijan got absolutely destroyed in pass protection. However, there is a flag in the defensive backfield, and Penix is hobbled. Uh-oh, that's not good. That's not good. He's up, though. Yeah, it's no. More is called illegal contact, but Penny's a little bit hobbled, and I mean, sure you can have Kirk Cousins, but I don't know if you want him. Yeah, right here. Yeah, got absolutely destroyed by Bethune. And Huff tried to force the fumble once again. He's down. But Penix is a little bit hobbled. I think Kirk Cousins is going to come out. No, he's still in. Okay. Good. So first down 10. Because of that penalty. 147 to go to the fourth quarter. Still got 2 timeouts. Yeah, he came up a little bit gingerly after that. So, from about the 46-yard line, first down 10. Shotgun formation, Bijan Robinson to his right. Drops by the pass, and gives pressure, throws, and it's going to be incomplete at the feet of Kyle Pitts. Second down 10, 144. Kirk Cousins getting ready. He's like, I didn't get enough while I was going against the Panthers. So, shotgun formation with Bijan to his right. Dropping a pass. He's got time. Takes a deep shot and way overthrew Darnell Mooney. Third down 10, 138. I mean, way overthrew him. And Morris is right beside Kirk Cousins. Shotgun formation with Bijan Robinson to his left. Michael Penix. John, but no dice. Fourth down 10, 131. Let's go in the fourth. Fourth down 10, 131 at the 46-yard line. And it's going to throw, and that's going to be incomplete. Incomplete. 127, let's go in the fourth quarter. That's the end. So, technically speaking, the Falcons get the ball back if the 49ers not get the first down. However, how this game's been going, I feel like they're going to get the first down. So, yeah, Bethune forced him to try to complete that pass earlier than expected. Going to be an I formation. Going to send tight end over to motion to the right. Going to be a hand to Chris McCaffrey. Gets to the 40 and gets to the 30-yard line, and that's the game. Well, technically no, but technically yes. So timeout called by Atlanta. And no, that's essentially the game. Yeah, that's essentially the game. They could just kneel it out, right? Let's see, 40. Yeah, that's the game. All right, that's what I thought. And clock it. Final score 20-10 Frisco. Yep. That's it. Don't run the ball, just kneel it. There's no reason to run the ball. Handoff to Brian Robinson, who gets like 4 yards. They're trying to punch it out. They can't. 114. Timeout was called. No more timeouts. And all I got to do is kneel it twice. Yeah, like I said, I'm sorry, Emmanuel. I really am. One tomorrow. What? Hold a second. Wait to hear about that. This one. About that. This one. About that. This one. About it tomorrow. Twice. And then I'll be it. One more and it's done. And I'll probably end the stream after that. Yeah, unfortunately, 20-10. Play calling has been interesting. Not being able to get Bijan Robinson more involved. The run game has been pretty abysmal for the Falcons this game. Not being able to stop Christian McCaffrey at all. So that's huge. So yeah, one more kneel down, game's done. And here you go. Last one. So, Mac Jones leads the San Francisco 49ers to a 5-2 record. Atlanta falls to 3-3. Still crazy that the defense has been as good as it has been. That a bright spot so far. Zach Robinson, get out. Get out and don't come back. Defense did its thing. Offense just isn't it. That's fair. It's a fair assessment. Yeah, it's just, all the talent that you have, the missed opportunities is where their yard line. And the whole reason why you're 4th-and-1 because you couldn't get it on like 3rd-and-3. I think it was 3rd-and-3, 3rd-and-2. And then you didn't set for the field goal. So I wanted to beat Shanahan. You know how much I dislike him. Can't wait to hear all about the loss and breakdowns from Falcon media. Yeah. Because they'll all be talking about how Bijan didn't they couldn't run the ball, the missed opportunity, they're not kicking the field goal, that kind of stuff. So you have to prepare for that. But we can all hope and pray that beat the Buccaneers tomorrow, and hoping that Nico Collins has the game of his life. Otherwise, I'm going to lose the fantasy this week. But that's fine. All right, so thank you so much for being here. Like I said, this was an interesting Sunday. Awful Saturday for me, but it was a pretty good Sunday. And next week, like I said, I'll be streaming Thursday and Monday night. Overall, I should have seen this. Run defense was just good enough, but a truly good running back showed up and molly-whopped us. Yes, he did. All right, well, like I said, thanks so much for joining. Like I said, I'll probably end it because I got to get ready to go to bed because I've not been sleeping as well as I probably need to. So I'm going to try to get some good shut-eye. But like I said, I'll be back for tomorrow for the Lions versus Buccaneers. Night, Ryan, and congrats to y'all's win. I'll see y'all tomorrow for a Bucs loss.